Cok,
Woi,
gila, Zeta jago banget ya. Gigi cuy. Sengoyer, halo. Jago bener cuy. Gokil.
coba nyalain cam lu.
Gimana?
Gimana apanya?
Gimana caranya?
Itu setting dulu, setang.
Invi. Ih, kelas bunuh. Gokil, Jok. Emang chamber main, Jok, dia.
Coba
Gimana?
setting dulu.
Gue mesti deaktif dulu, cuy.
Iya, kayak gitu. Coba. Ya, coba dulu dah setting.
Nah, terus?
Udah lu inin Indo Capture.
Lu aja belum nyala, kocak.
Sabar bangke.
Tambahin di Windows Capture lagi. Gue saya pakai Windows Capture ini.
Kagak. Lu nongolin Discord lu anjing.
Hah?
Discord lu mana tarik?
Sabar.
Nah, ini bisa. Terus taruh di mana ya? Enak ya, bagus ya.
Cara biar full berdua gitu gimana?
Full berdua maksud lu? Full screen, jing.
Manis.
Tuh,
Terus jelek banget anjing.
kayaknya jelek.
Full screen.
Anjing,
Oh,
muka gua di sini sih aneh lah.
Gini ya? Masih dipotong-potong gini ya?
Potong maksudnya? Oh, diinin. Gini aja yor anjir. Full screen. Emang nggak bisa? Sabar, gua matiin cam gua dulu.
Jangan dimatiin, kocak.
Sabar, cam yang di ono anjing.
Jelek banget begini anjing.
Nah,
Mesti pasang 2 kali ya?
yang dua maksudnya? Yang dua apaan?
Mungkin lu 2.
Nah, ini udah pas coy. Habis nggak?
2 kayak gini jelek banget, cok.
Nah, coba lihat. Halo.
Gua.
Muka
Gimana?
lu. Ya Allah,
Muka gue
happy.
di crop, muka lu di crop babi. Oh, mesti kayaknya begini nih. Tuh. Ya kan?
Coba gue lihat
Nih,
itu lu stream lu.
tuh, tambah lagi, cok.
Ya udah lu bedain aja, lu ada 2 cam gak sih?
Enggak, bentar.
Oh, lu mau bikin ini. Cam lu sama kayak ada cam gua gitu. Kok gua kira cuma kayak ini sambil ngobrol, ngerti ya sih? Ngobrol dulu gitu.
Oh, enggak, sabar,
Ngobrol
cok. Gua ini dulu.
kurang mana sih anjing? Kurang tengah ya. Itu bisa lu ALT ya. Nah, dikat. Kenapa muka gua ada 2 kontil? Tinju lu ya.
Cok. Sabar
Tunggu
anjing.
bet anjing. Earphone apa? Castadio. Gue saranin earphone dong cuy. Apa ya? Gue bingung nih mau podcast kah ini? Podcast yang mau ngapain lagi? Cok, kita nobar, cok. Kalian jiwa kalian tuh di RRQ nggak hari ini? Gitu aja deh, gue tanya deh. Kok nggak usah.
Lu kalau mana ya enak ya?
Nggak turu aja lalu pada
Buset
apaan?
dah, marah-marah mulu opongnya, muke lu lah. Buset dah, Zeta win 2-0 tuh.
Diam
Iya.
lu lamka anjing.
Kok gini?
Pada fokusnya, cok. Nggak lu
Agil
kena?
mana Agil?
Nggak tahu. Lu coba chat. Oh, pasang 2 cam. Ngalangin anjing kalau nobar nanti.
Nah, terus mau gimana? Oh, gua paham maksud lu, Cok. Ini cuman buat awal-awal doang kan?
Iya, kalau
Bego
mulai
lu,
gamenya sendiri,
Cok.
idiot.
Bilang lah. Kenapa, Cok? What the fuck?
Wah, ada GG cok. Cek error cok. Iya kecil banget, emang iya kecil. Udah 97 jing ini. Uh, emang kecil banget cuy suaranya.
Nah, gini, Cok. Tolol lu, Cok.
Cek.
Nganggur, cuy. Mana Agil, Cuk?
Di gua udah gede banget jing.
Di gua juga udah gede banget.
Kalau enak digedein kayaknya.
Facecam lu jadi crosshair, muka lu ya jadi crosshair kocak.
Ini gue bikin 140 sih, budek gue anjing denger dia teriak bangsat. Duaan sih banget. Ya mau
Oh,
gimana
gua
ya?
harus full screen ya, nggak bisa lihat ini ya? Oh, oh, gua nggak.
Enggak,
Oh,
lu ngapain sih?
nggak sabar, Cuk, sabar.
Oh, suara mic lu aja kecilan. Emang iya kekecilan? Kadang mati-mati, Cok. Cek. Oh, gua harus ini. Sensitif.
Pusing.
Oke. Oh, gede. Nah, ini masih gede nih. Suara mic lu. Oh, mic gua masih dikecilin. Udah gua kecilin.
Jadi ngeri gini Zeta, iya. Lasnya pakai chamber, Cok. Anjing.
Nggak, pokoknya Zeta itu menang kalau lasnya main chamber. Kalau udah pakai agent selain chamber, dia CBC juga, cuy. Dari dulu Zeta lasnya jago CBC, Cok.
Iya bener, cuy.
Dari dia Icebox tuh. Main AWP-nya bagus dia.
Ya? Lawan siapa ya? Kamikin siapa ya?
AWP dia bagus dia soalnya. Si Silas posisinya bagus.
Sama flankingnya najis sih.
Nah, next mesti cari map. Kalau lawan Zeta cari map yang las nggak main chamber.
Cok ini
Itu
Cok
dua map main chamber dua-duanya, Cok. Fraktur sama Bind ya tadi ya? Dia main chamber anjing. Kalau main sofa busuk jing dia.
Duh. Wih, lawan Meteor, Cok. Meteor nih abangnya ini kan?
Gak,
Abangnya Tenten kan?
Ya. Wah, Bani dikalahin di ini. Wah, GG Bani kalau dikalahin langsung
Drama incoming again, time to make popcorn, anjing.
Si GenG tuh lagi struggle anjir. Dua orangnya kayak gue ngeliat siapa namanya?
Gua gak nonton sih.
Si God Dead sama siapanya kayak lagi bau banget anjing. Dari dua turnamen dia kemarin.
King bau banget King anjing minus 16 tai.
Bukan King yang ini.
King kemarin minus 10 sama minus 6 anjing gokil juga ya, cowok. Busuk.
Silvan sama Gardet nih lagi. Wah, calon-calon diganti nih Gardet. Babi nih banyakin tuh inhaler di telinga, di hidung. Bangsa. Gardet. Bani bisa direbus sama meter. Wah, ini kalau Bani kalah nih. Aduh. Kayak gitu, cuy.
Ajak Koko CBC enggak lagi dah gua. Kalau dia ajak apa-apa gua skip dah. Bangke. Yang namanya CBC itu tai, Cuk. Excuret tuh tai, yuk. Gua kasih tau aja.
Halo, Dok. Bangs. Agil mana nih, Agil? Ada yang tahu keberadaan Agil nggak, cuy?
Podcast apa nih? Ngomongin lu.
Ada ini nggak? Ada yang tahu keberadaan Agil nggak?
Ya?
Wah, nipu Agil.
Demon One nih lagi.
Agil nggak ada fokus, jing.
Bentar ya, gue chat dulu. Gimana? Pas korot.
Hilang mulu dia main sama Kewet. Kewet siapa tuh? Lu dapat info dari mana, Kelvin? Sama siapa Kewetnya? Wah, GG cuy. Kemarin di watch party yang RRQ Agil pulang-pulang sama cewek, Cok. GG, Cok, Agil.
Gokil, Cok, emang, Cok.
Ya, Agil tuh kayaknya akhir tahun ini deh.
Anjay, sekarang full fokus stream. Stream apaan sih? Lawan abangnya Tente nih, chatnya bakal panas perang, bro. Muke lu tuh panas. Rambut lu jadi, semakin panjang, Cok.
Rambut semakin pendek gimana ya, Cok?
Wah, busuk, Cok, burkum.
Ya,
Jago banget, asli.
Gue tuh penasaran setelah LCK ini apa?
Transfer window-nya ya?
Bukan Indonya doang, semuanya.
Kayak transfer window, bangsat. Gue bilang apa anjing?
Gue dengernya Indo.
Capek gue, males. GG, Jok.
Gue penasaran isinya siapa gitu yang masuk, siapa yang diganti, siapa masuk kayak kan.
Sobat. Cok, lu kalau mau diajakin acaranya lagi mau, Cok?
Udah enggak gue.
Gua enggak, sumpah, bener-bener gua enggak mau anjing.
Udah enggak gue. Cukup itu sekali. Kecuali dia benar-benar semuanya gue ditanggung baru. Itu
Apa
juga
nih? Apa nih?
itu juga gue masih mikir sih ya.
Bener, Cok. Bener-bener
Iya
Kalau
kan?
bener. Kalau ada tambahannya lagi kan, nggak
Iya,
mungkin cuma
iya,
ditanggung doang kan. Lu pikir
iya,
lu sekarang udah ada red card, Cok. Masa lu
iya.
ya
Masa
kalau
apaan sih lo bangsat lu kira
tahu.
gue ini call center anjing. Halo tai lu tuh ya.
marah-marah mulu.
Review sepatu, sepatu apa? Ada foto
Gokil
CBC.
cok Ior tuh lihat sepatunya. Nike semua jing. Wah, GG cok.
Gue pecinta Nike, Cok.
Cok Nike. Oh, gokil cok Ior. Ior
Kelas, kelas,
Ior
kelas, kelas, kelas.
Ior mau jadi Jejo cok katanya.
Yoi, mau jadi DNKT, Cok katanya. Gue lihat sepatunya Nike semua gokil, Cok.
Seberapa yakin cuy kalian dengan match RRQ hari ini cuy? Harusnya
Yakin banget dong.
harusnya RRQ
Jadi admin slot ya.
gampang
enggak
atasin
dia,
Genji sih.
jadi,
Genji
jadi ini dia.
busuk
Kok tadi
jing.
lu ngomong GenG gitu, Cok?
Jadi tukang tipu. Tau gak lu?
Enggak lu diem udah Vin ngentot. Pokoknya kita coba track record dia ya lawan RRQ ya. RRQ setahu gue
Siapa sih?
menang 2-0 deh. RRQ terakhir tuh menang loh setahu gue head to headnya. Kalah ya?
Yang
Kalah deh.
menang tuh Secret gak sih? Lawan GenG yang di group stage.
Kalah dia di group stage.
GenG tuh lawan Secret kalah, Jok. Menang deh.
Ya yakin lah bro, do or die bener coy.
Bani ini nggak boleh busuk. Bani nih.
Bani, wah, nggak Bani kemarin main sama ini nggak CBC nggak cuy?
Nggak tahu cuy.
Kalau main sama CBC udah hari ini
Dia
busuk
nggak
sih.
live deh si Bani.
Ya enggak lah.
Mana mau enggak lah. Ngapa?
Ya udah. Soalnya setelah main sama lu malam busuk dia.
Orang semalam gue dibantai 13-0 dia.
Kemarin aslinya menang RRQ ngetro aja sing bangsat. Lah, gimana Cok? Siapa juga yang mau ngetro babi?
Minimal ada share screen biar nggak hitam. Apaan yang mau di share screen jing? Apa
Minimal
mau di
ada
share
share-nya,
screen?
minimal lu diem Cok.
Kita kan ngobrol ya di sini. Diam ya Langka.
Gak main apa? Ajak aja Albert di sini Albert.
Aduh, wow. Udah beda deh sekarang.
Oh iya ya.
Berapa lama lagi cuy? Mulai cuy? Lama ya? Interview ya? Interview.
Menang RRQ sih ini.
RRQ kayaknya 2-0 nih.
Gua bikin ini ya guys, poll. Anjay.
Pol.
RRQ Genji.
Babi tuh namanya Pol ya. Apa yang mau di share screen gak kelihatan? Cok.
Son. Wah, kalau ajak Son udah beda kelas, Cok.
Nah.
Kita ini streamer abal-abal, yuk.
Gak lu ngapain sih Vin? Masuk tuh ngapain sih? Coba.
Ya,
Gak lu di
gua.
Gak lu di mana?
Di airport.
Gak lu mau ngapain?
Mending koi atau awe, guys?
Mereka nih di stadiumnya di tempat yang kemarin ya, coy ya. Kayaknya sama ya.
Sama-sama.
stadiumnya.
Ini kan
Sangam ya.
Sanggam Sangnam apa ya? Colosseum kalau nggak salah Sangam
Menurut
Colosseum.
beer slotnya 1 dong.
Sama kayaknya deh.
Di take away.
Ya,
Kayaknya penontonnya lebih banyak Jepang punya ya dibandingkan kayak
Ya, kecil aja nih.
Colosseum.
kalau dibanding Korea. Sangam bangsat, kenapa sange siput babi?
Siput udah nggak pernah muncul tuh di sini babi. Beda ya anjing. Beda.
Sama.
Kok ini di bagian mananya anjir? Kok gua lihat kayak ada fotonya kayak beda gitu. Ah, lebih bagus anjing karena terang. Oke.
Berapa, Pak?
Saya pecinta AP sekarang. Bacet ya Bayu. Halo Aska.
Oke, bisa.
Main RP kah Aska?
Sedotan udah nggak ada.
GG Aska ini cuy. Sama deng.
Gue pengen lihat deh Valorant Jepang nih ada pemain apa nggak sih?
11 menit lagi cuy baru menang cuy.
Pemainnya.
Ya.
Lama juga.
Udah lama bang. Oke mantap ya.
Kasih ya.
Kok siapa sih bang namanya? Kagak tuh dulu gara-gara aku bikin poll lagi dah. Tadi bercanda cuy.
Agil jing kontot mah nih nggak tahu, cok.
Ajo kemana Ajo?
Kayak ngerti aja liar bahasanya boleh live chat VCT Jepang. Lah ini tinggal translate. Tolol. Goblok anjing udah kayak gaptek bener lu hidup lu. Mudah-mudah tolol anjing.
Eggman.
Tuturu 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 tututu tuturu tutu.
Lalu terbang jam berapa sih Vin?
6.45.
Sekarang jam 5. Cak. Mending kita TDM dulu ya, Pak. Dulu ya.
Ya udah TDM dah. Tai lama tuh.
Iya, udah gabut nih, Bang. Bro.
Malam apa Yor? Belum cok. Belum saatnya dikeluarin tuh malam cok.
Malam.
RRQ ke champion lu ke LA enggak? Waduh. Gue siapa RRQ nih? Ngedukung sih. Ke LA sih. Kalau 200.000 cukup, gak apa-apa dah. Gua sono. Mana Yok?
Apa cuy diskotnya gue mesti
Kalau ada
matiin
yang
ini,
bayarin
cuy.
gak apa-apa dah. Kalau ada yang bayarin gas. Masa ke LA nih? Kalau ke LA cuma 500.000 maksimal mah bisa hidup 20 hari enak.
Yoi
Gua.
cuy.
Anjing udah
Mana
nggak ada.
lu?
Mana anjing? Lu
Online
yang
dulu
nggak ada.
cok. Lu
Gua udah online dari tadi. Tolol. Lu yang nggak ada.
Oh iya nama lu bukan Asteris ya? Sever.
Cukup
Lu
Cok
sudah
kalau LA.
kembarnya si Ucil ya? Severin.
Bener Cok. Ini artinya stereo juga beda bahasa anjing. Gua mau toxic kemarin tuh bangsat ngomong.
Kem lu Yor sabar. Lu bisa sabar nggak? Kentot. Buset dah.
Meteor lawan Meteor. Bener. Kemarin ke Jepang dibayarin juga. Dibayarin siapa ke Jepang? Itu bayar sendiri. Itu juga nggak niat nonton master sebenarnya, pengen jalan. Cuma karena kebetulan PPRX masih lolos ya udah nonton. Gak bisa Cok, nggak ada ini. Tidak ada. Kalau di pribadi sih nggak dah, mahal. Tiket pesawatnya aja berapa kemarin ngecek ya? Di L ngasih
Yang
tahu.
mana? Ke
Ke LA.
LA.
60 juta, babi.
60-80 kentot.
60 80. Kalau 60
Dapet-
ribu gua
dapet-
gas jing, nggak pakai mikir
dapet-
gua.
Datang ke sana nonton dapat duit kagak kentot.
Masalah
Main.
nonton ngedukung doang, bukan bagian
Iya.
dari timnya. Kalau bagian dari timnya gue sikat, canda. Ada ya orang TDM AFK, woi, pik.
Olimpik.
Anjing ada orang AFK cok main TDM.
Cok gue pengen cobain KFC cok. hot chili chicken.
Itu gue udah lagi mesen ya. Gue nanya Agil nggak dibalas jing. Ya udah gue coba ada satu. Kemarin
Emang dia udah nyoba?
Gak tahu. Gue nanya kemarin dia kalau nggak salah mesen. Apa dia
Enak
mesen
sih
McD
guys.
ya?
Ada yang pernah coba nggak?
Katanya cuma dikasih ini doang anjir, kasih bon cabe. Ya serbuk cabe gitu.
Kecewa dong.
Kemarin begitu. Wah. Visanya juga ribet kan ya di sana. Ini Ci, terlalu mahal Ci hidup di sana Ci. Kalau ada yang tiba-tiba donasi 100 juta baru itu juga kurang ya hidup di sana. Katanya makanan
Mahal
es,
cok. Lebih
makanan
enak McD kalau yang pedas masa sih?
katanya makanan di sana lu sehari makan bisa $100. Pokoknya 1,5 juta lah hidupnya.
Cok ini lama banget
Sehari.
cok. TDM ini problemnya ini lama di sini anjing. Kalau KFC nggak enak kurang. Oh, masa sih? Kok kebanyakan ngomong enak ya?
Pacar RRQ masuk ke champion harus menang lawan apa? Pokoknya dia harus menangin semua lawannya. Sekarang kan dia lagi
Lu orang
di
demen crispy atau original?
crispy gua. Kalau misalnya
Crispy
sekarang
lah,
kan
enak.
sekarang kan lower nih lawan GenG. Nah, kalau dia menang lawan Secret. Nah, kalau dia menang lagi lawan Secret baru dia lawan Zeta. Itu harus menang. Kalau kalah sama aja. Yang diambil cuma satu salah. Lu masih punya visa Iceland. Nggak ngapain ke Iceland tuh. Katanya nggak enak sih di Iceland itu juga dingin dong.
Emang iya?
Iya. Kan gua udah ketemu Scary dulu di Iceland. Udah ada fotonya. Lu nonton. Nggak ada lu lancai ya. Kemarin gua
Enak makan
nonton.
Indomie aja sih, Yor.
Kita waspati rame-rame kemarin
lama
lancai.
makan
Wah, jing kontot.
Indomie itu
Abi nih lancai ya baru datang.
sayang sih. Gue Indomie mendingan makan ayam anjing. Kalorinya sama tapi proteinnya lebih banyak.
Bener, Cok. Dia bantai orang tuh. Lama anjing emang TDM tolil. Kabur, Dek. Allahu Akbar, babana. Gua kira banana jir, babana namanya. Oh, fuck. Tunduk, man. I need the heal, man. Prediksi skor hari ini, gue pengen yang lama cuy. Siapapun yang menang. RRQ menang. Tapi 2-1 berapapun skornya maksudnya.
Beda rasa iya. Nggak salah.
What the fuck itu bisa di situ? Ya lu pakai apa sih ya? Jet. Ada orang pakai stinger walk.
Ih gila jago-jago ya orangnya.
Buset lama banget. Ngedukung lagi. Salah ngomong anjing. Berapapun skornya maksudnya. Babi lu deh ada domba. Tuh ayolah janganlah pakai stinger lah. Ayolah. Berani sheriff dek ya.
Ih curang pakai gituan anjing. Berkotak tuh nggak ada kotak.
Oh fuck. Rizky Amal lu ngomong lagi gue tinju ya.
Setiap mau tuh Rizky tolol, orang tolol yang pernah di muka bumi ini. Yuk. Ngendok cok.
Cok. Di spam ya kalau jarak dekat. Woi.
Not ready yet. Okay.
Sabi juga.
Not ready yet. Get out of here. Three for me.
Aduh, lari-lari kan.
Ini kangkang, Cok. Bukan oke kangkang ini gua.
Drop. Satchel out.
Ya Allah. Kenapa nggak pala Cok begitu?
Ready yet.
GG kah? Ini mana musuhnya Jing? AFK ya?
Bomb back out.
Oi.
Lah. Kok bisa di situ, manis?
Satchel out.
Ya Allah, ada paranoia Jing.
Oi.
Oi. Ampun. Oke, iri. Bilang masih.
Reloading. Satchel out.
What the fuck, salah pencet.
Gameplaymu yor bacot. Mati otak bongo.
Salah pencet, Cok. GG. Idiot.
Okay. Ulti ready. Here comes the party.
Wow.
Samis, Cok.
Cok,
Astaga.
gua mati tuh.
Kira gua nggak pernah bisa winning. Tapi gua
Itu nggak wajar, Jing. Nggak kena, Cing.
nggak
Cing.
pernah dikasih.
Kacil pocong benar, teh.
Satchel out.
Apa? Gak jelas bisa bawa Odin. Woi. Stop. Fuck man. Terus karet dir.
Grenade. What's this?
Woi, ada flash temen anjir. Wah, nggak wah.
Ditin, Cok. Sama teman sendiri anjing. Oh, tolong.
Kill gua, Jing. Preman TDM Twitter saja lah ada di YouTube.
Lu main serius aja gini gimana main bercandanya ya?
Kenapa nggak pakai 16/9?
Ini bacot nih.
Gak
anjing.
enak. Biar FPS oke juga sih pakai ini.
Gas, Cok.
Biar enak FPS-nya juga.
Komen dulu anjing.
Barem. Coy, berapa menit lagi coy main coy?
Match found.
5 menit ya?
Bujang inam.
Preman tadi bener cok. Aku main Giono cok. Gio rumah aja cok.
Oh, jadi Jetman jok di TDM. Udah mulai cuy, diem ah.
Ah, pembohong. Yang bohong bijinya
Titiknya
pecah
kecil.
satu
Iya,
anjing.
titiknya kecil, Cok.
Ya. Mendelap sama biji pecah satu bangsat.
Anjing kontot.
Mainin akun gua. Kagak gua mau nonton dulu. Wah, nanti gua main lah. Tunggu BP gua bentar lagi kelar. Udah malas main. Kalau cuman pengen radian. Sibuk RP mulu nih,
Pengen kolak dah.
Wah. Ior katanya mau main RP dia. Mau jadi polisi katanya. Ada
Thank you, Mas Ipal.
Ada orang TDM
Adik, malam apa ini?
TDM AFK Jing. Woi, noob.
Malam bantu aku untuk lulu.
Main aja polisi di X cuma
Dari
susah juga skelter banget. Oh.
dulu.
Aman tuh, Iyer aman. Dia ini aman banget katanya. Cuma
Adik-adik, malam apa ini adik-adik? Malam bantu. Untuk lulukan dia.
tuh bahaya nih, Bro.
Bantu aku.
Bro, bahaya nih, Bro. Udah nyanyi dia, Bro.
Siapa, Cok? Diwa Angsa.
Ya katanya lu mau jadi tracker kan.
Lu jadi beli mouse gak, papi? Kok di ghosting gini, cuy?
Bener ya, Jok. Anjing lu, Dok. Babi lu, Dok ya. Parah banget lu.
Gue di ghosting gini sama Diwa anjing. Bangke.
Cok, kenapa TDM lama banget, Cok, loadingnya?
Ini kunci. Wah, Cok, GG, Cok.
Wah, ini GG, Cok. Cok, makanan gua, kayaknya pas mulai makanan gua datang ya, Gi. Enak ini, coy.
Lu pesan apa, Cok?
Itu nyobain ayam itu,
KFC?
iya. Ayamnya doang. Soalnya kalau paketnya mahal anjing. Satu itu, satu nasi, satu mocha float ya anjing 70.000.
Kalau ini RRQ pemainnya hobi kecekek. Wah, Cok.
Siapa namanya IG-nya?
JBBP.
JBBP coy. Ayo Kingdom. Siapa namanya?
JBBP VLR, Cok.
Coy, itu namanya coy. Kingdom, keluarkan kekuatanmu Kingdom ya.
Dari Sponsor, oke, siap. JBBR ini, cuy. Iya, cuy.
Aduh, orang main vet. Allahu Akbar.
Kemarin ada vet, ada sofa anjing.
Mati kau. Ya Allah, satu lagi Jing. Ada sky juga, Cok. Tuh, fuck nah.
Ih, gak keklik. Jing, jam berapa besok koyor?
Sok mati Jing.
Siang kalau nggak sore. Siang kalau nggak sore. Bintang bantu aku. Beliin supaya bisa ulti. Ih, apaan sih? Mamam lu. Dipikir lu something. Sama warnanya belagu anjing.
Cok, kok nggak pala ya? Muka kuda nggak tahu kemana. Mampus kau. Stinger. Babi nih yang pakai stinger.
Sky killed. Fake teleport.
Ading aja.
Kocak lu bos. Siapa lu?
Reloading. Reloading.
Kesel ya.
Four. Fake teleport.
Anjing ngading dong, Cok. Cok, apaan sih 148?
That's not ready. Too easy. Anyone else? My ult's ready.
Itu mulai, sabar.
That's not ready. Cutting through. I'll handle this. Fake. I'm back.
Reload kamu, babi.
My ultimate ready.
Semua di belakang.
Di recon, Cok.
Aduh, jetnya tai, Cok.
Cok, mana vandal gua, Cok? Kamu buta.
You're done.
Kamu buta. Wih. Tembak tuh bijinya ya. Real, C.
Time to
Buset dah, rame banget, Cok.
fake teleport.
You're fucked.
Cok, temen kita ngapain, Cok? Cok, tembak itu bumbotnya babi ini emang ya.
Ready. Back off. Idiot. Ah.
Ih, babi.
Time to jump.
Udah mulai, cuy, serius. Sabar, cuy.
Report jet feeding kayak lu feeding jet itu 84
Apaan sih nggak pala anjing? Tuhan bantulah.
Enemy kill.
Nge-flash tiba-tiba nih temen gue nih anjing.
Udah mulai belum, cuy?
I'll handle this.
Cok, mati, Cok.
Fire in the hole.
Don't get it.
Tuhan bantu aku. Tuh sana. Udah mulai, cuy. Udah mulai ya.
Ayo, cuy. Nggak bener, cuy. Set lah.
Nah.
Kenapa jadi face it anjing?
Ayo kita nonton.
Koyor, oi, fans lu jeder apa cuy?
Sikat, cuy. Wah, ini dia, Cok. Muki gue mana? Nah.
This is last chance qualifier.
This is
Pacific
last
Rim second
Anjay,
up today.
siapa nih?
RRQ is
Anjay.
Oh.
the day where
Gila,
the
Bani
team
tinggi
has
karena
gone
palanya, Jing.
So much evolution since the beginning of the Pacific League 4 months ago. And then, RRQ had lost to GenG, and GenG was looking in their peak form.
2G.
Are we gonna see a complete turnaround today?
RRQ menang nih, yoi cuy, bener cuy.
Ban, ayo Ban, jangan ke pressure Ban, tenang Ban.
Tuh, ini ada Nosloran coy.
Lu bantai aja.
Hijau, anjing.
Lu bantai aja Ban, biar diem Ban ya. Sikat Ban, abangnya lu sikat aja Ban.
Oh, look at them walk
Mana sih abangnya paling kiri ya?
Ya, paling kiri.
Oh, got that ya cuy ya.
Wah, gak ada banyakin tuh sumbat itu hidung ya. Babi lu gak ada ya. Makin sumbat tuh hidung Ikat ada kakaknya ban. Masa ya ban. TS nih jago nih anjing.
Eko mana Eko?
Eko nggak main.
Anjay, got that nih boy. Santai ya.
Sumbat dulu itu hidungnya. Anjay, kita mendukung penuh ya RRQ ya buat hari ini ya.
Kalah tinggi coy, ewok coy.
Oh, mau diajakin berantem. Wah. Kata dia, ayo. Kata dia. Pelukan. Oh, pelukan, Jeng. Bangke
Oh,
mungkin.
satu negara kayaknya cuy.
Kagak, ini dia ngomong. Oh, nih nongol nih. YB ada kata dia.
Oh, Elma Pudi. Ini tuh Elma Pudi, cok.
Oh, I love no fun.
Kata Ewok udah kita main. Kita ngelakuin apapun yang kalian latihanin. Katanya
Telur lawan Meteor, cok.
do or die aja cuy. Oke, main sesuai dengan yang jangan ada ke pressure. Sudah ngomong kata dia. Nice guys. Nah, let's go.
Gua kira Kido, cok, Bali. Ternyata Bin.
Coy, ada yang bilang let's go GenG Haris M.
Woi, Aris M Fieler, cok. Wah, GG, cok.
Haris M Fieler cuy, sikat cuy.
Aris M Fieler.
IG-nya.
Enggak ada Agil anjing.
Haris M Fieler.
Everything they've prepped, it's all going to come down to this. Again, we had an insanely long day yesterday.
Pokoknya kalau tembakan kita kena semua, kita udah pasti menang cuy. Oke. Oh, Bani jangan ke pressure, Ban.
We're talking about prepping and conversations literally in the van on the way down here. I mean, it's a real marathon.
Apakah Bani karena lawan Jepang dia ke prasur? Anjay.
Now we're gonna go into our map picks. RRQ banning that split straight away. I'm wondering if this Haven, this elusive Haven, gets.
Gak cuy, gue bisa ngambil makan bentar nih kayaknya. Bentar ya.
Yo, YB itu asisten coach bang.
Sabar cuy, 2 menit.
Kencana
is the type of team that is happy to go to it because it's their favorite map by far. Lotus coming in as well, not a good one for RRQ. So actually, this could go to 3 maps because map 1 is very much favoring RRQ. Map number 2, RRQ's played it twice and they've lost it twice. So they have not a single.
Agil mana ya? Nggak tahu nih. Kemarin bilang ayo. Kocak.
And we also love to play it, you know, a mixed bag of.
Banggil trauma overtime, iya nggak bisa makan cuy.
And if we are fortunate enough to get that map 3 that you were mentioning, we might be getting. It's going to be on a set, a map that has been very tried.
Kevin kemana tadi Yor?
Nggak tahu. Are the stats on that one specifically, but I think that should be a pretty close one if we get down to that.
50-50 exactly between both teams. Okay, it's played a bunch more by GenG. So if we're looking at sample size, maybe GenG has a leg up over RRQ, but both teams 50% win rate on it. So really, that one is just let's see who's got the most stamina to play with. I mean, Haven being that first map, though, I think our predictions are probably gonna stay hold true.
Sorry bang.
Given the history here.
Gue udah vote Junior. Wah, GG cok, otak nggak ada cok. Tandain cok Haris M ini cok. Gue cek dulu Haris M di Instagram gue dulu sobat. Instagram.
You know, APAC has always given me the best Astra vibes in the world. I think some of the best Astra players in the world come from APAC. I will always stand by that. So every time I see Astra being brought into the mix, I think it's difficult to play well, but when you've got a good player, it really does, you know, capitalize on the strengths of those particular teams.
Haris M.
Yep, and then we do have GE staying in for this roster.
Gak ada cuy.
I don't think we'll be stepping in today.
Haris babi cuy. Gue vote ke Jaya Muhammad, jago parah gile.
Yeah, not the usual rotation they normally go with. And of course, going into this, I'm going to be watching EJ on that jet. He seems to be so consistent, so on top of it.
That's a scary jet.
EJ!
About cracked jets, yeah.
2G.
I want to add him to the top 10 list in the world at the moment because the way he's performing is really, really top notch. Well, the question is, are they going to have a repeat performance, RRQ, on Haven, or because I'm pretty sure GenG does not want a repeat performance of their Haven yesterday against Team Secret. With that, we are going to go into map 1. We got RRQ versus GenG. We're going to join our casters, Paper Thin and Quack.
Kalau kata Bang Gil, let's go INDOPRIDE. Ya, Yor satu kemarin gue liat Yor digancit. Iya, kita lagi pergi-pergi. Pergi nonton.
I mean, now we've used up that extra life. There's nothing else left to lose. I mean, they've already lost quite a bit, GenG especially, I think, and some of these players are really taking it seriously. Their heads are bowed down. I think Severo's praying.
Digancit, gencet, bacot Rizky Akmal,
more credits in the arcade machine. There's no more redos. This is it. You don't have any more quarters left. You know, mom and dad only gave you a couple bucks to use at the arcade, man, and it comes down to this: can you pull yourself over the line here? RRQ and GenG, and look, even though I think a lot of us are favoring RRQ here in this match versus what we saw with them versus Zeta, and what we saw with GenG versus Team Secret, especially given those results now, you definitely
Flip sudah pakai Nemesis Yor, kata Bang Gil lagi GG.
They can just kind of all be on the same page, keep their spirits high, keep their communication good, then absolutely they can get this done. So to me, I'm going to be really focused.
RRQ lagi demen banget main Heaven ya? Apa emang dia punya map poolnya gak cuman Heaven kan?
The desk is talking about here with these mid rounds that RRQ likes to do. It's kind of hard to predict. So you got to be really prepared for this.
Kind of like what Victoria was talking about, right? For GenG, I mean, we've been saying
Wih,
this
apa
since
nih?
the start, well, halfway through the Pacific regular season, something's up with GenG. These guys now, I mean, the mental game has to be there right here today, because if not, you are going home empty-handed. RRQ, yesterday we saw that their early game plan against Zeta was great.
Waduh, coy.
For some sharp shots. He's going in for a second one as well, but
waduh, cok.
Woi!
Wah, gawat nih, cok.
Aduh, Bani, kenapa itu Bani?
Assist his teammate as well, so this puts up a roadblock for RRQ.
This is just all on Meteor this round. The way he's able to react here, the spot as well from TS.
Waduh!
Easy one. 2G finds one.
Gak apa-apa, orang pistol.
Able to shut him down. This is
Orang pistol masih aman, cuy.
from GenG. It looked like to me they were setting up for an A main crunch there. The recon dart out early from TS into A lobby with Goddead and Meteor trying to set each other up for a potential pickup there.
Aman ya. Aduh. Nembak badan jir, Meteor. Lihat gak dia tuh. Tumbat tuh hidungnya.
Wah, Meteor marah cuy.
Meteor marah. Wah, adek gua nih.
Tragedi A coy. Dia shot lagi.
However, that's another thing that I want to think about, that is that it comes down to those sentinels like we mentioned. King
Gak apa-apa.
right now,
Buang Ron. Sikat ban. Pit. Oh, Pit, gak apa Pit. Klasik doang aman ya. Aman ya, ya.
Aman. Enak kan, Cok?
Belum kuantil buka aja belum.
Harga ini, Bos.
Songgeng del. Aman cuy. Coba gue megang GenG, jangan dihakimi. Cuy, namanya FMR shit. Aman. Kenapa lu gak dukung INDOPRIDE, Cok? Pasti
stunnya kurang kanan anjing.
Gak apa. Mana ayam pedasnya, Jing? Ini udah pedes dari sononya apa gimana sih?
Kayaknya iya dah, kayak bumbunya kayaknya dalamnya.
Kayak
anjing apaan tuh kayak gitu tai?
Kayak AW.
Apa?
Kayak
AW gitu dah.
Santai.
Dia nggak kelihatan merah, nggak tahu cobain aja.
Kenapa di fotonya merah banget, Jir? Game dong.
Di lagi kuliah itu atau gimana, Cok? Mirip banget tempat kuliah gua. What the fuck?
Wah, abangnya marah cuy, pure cuy. Wah, ada Agai. Aduh, di-push menang bonus lagi. Cok, itu kenapa bisa lolos, Jir?
Stunnya nggak kena cuy. Wah, gawat cuy ini cuy. Si Bani kena ini.
Kena hujat di Bani ini. Fix anjing.
Aduh, sayang banget sama siapa, Cak?
Siapa tuh?
Siapa
sih? Cak, siapa sih?
Siapa tuh?
Siapa? Amalamka ya?
Takes a couple down. So the aggression here
Siapa
paying off
Caca yang ini?
for GenG on this
Iya.
defender side.
Wah, Lamka diam-diam. Wah, Lamka udah. Wah.
binatang, Cok.
Udah ada bini juga masih aja anak di bawah umur disikat, Cok. Cok Lamkanya, Cok.
They're looking to just rush in, but GenG surely has rotated and surely has fortified the side for round.
Kita cuma manja ya, ambil makan.
It's still
Gua nggak tahu dah ayamnya yang mana.
RRQ, and Meteor's gonna cut funds for that Blade Storm since he invested in the Vandal in the previous round. So really smart econ management here early from the GenG superstar duelist.
Hancurin aja, cabut, lari. Run.
Way of GenG yesterday, immediately checking their
Gila, diceknya bagus banget, Jing.
Gila banget dah, gila King juga.
Climbing up on top. He's gonna find
Stop,
Kalau lihat orang Korea tuh ya, Phantomnya gila-gila semua dah. Bingung gua.
Wah, ini nggak apa-apa, tadi ikut, coy.
Wow. I am loving this GenG. This is not the GenG I'm used to seeing. And
Iya,
it's
Cok, ini
this is
pada nyala semua kata meter.
complete
Ayo,
change
cuy,
of
kita
idea, complete change of
ini
pace, a complete
Eh,
change of
gua, wah.
methodology here. I mean, King is on one. He
Bani
is
harus
hungry.
fokus, Cok, ke call-nya.
I know it's King, and he wants to get GenG over the line. He does not want to go home. And
Wah,
he is
GG
leading
Cok,
by
King marah,
example.
Cok.
Tuh,
Flawless.
tadi kata meter. Tamago tadi ya.
Sheriff's in a frenzy now. No Blade Storm to back this up. A lockdown for King if things get really desperate. GenG
Tenten
here,
makin
just
seneng lihat Badi
everything
kalah.
coming up their way. Oh, so
Ya Allah, smoke ejay.
Now just walking.
Nggak belok.
I mean,
Nice.
yeah, they got so much going
Chill.
on, but RRQ kind of
Aduh,
walking
gua udah
in
tahu
their
HG pasti
sidelines
nge-pick,
at
anjing.
times. King is gonna
Ah, nggak
double.
di-thread,
Wah,
Cok.
gila si King gila banget,
Almost the
anjing.
quad, but Flips denies it for the time being. Meteor cleans up
Wah,
at the end.
wah, King
and
lagi
yet
nyala
to
banget,
see a
Cok.
round for RRQ.
look at King's money. He's already maxed out. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Bang Gil mana nih
The
nipu,
numbers,
ngomong
he's got
dong.
12 kills in 5 rounds. And yeah, pump the brakes.
Emang gitu, Bang. Babi emang.
Gila, first kill-nya tembakannya pala semua, anjing.
Iya, anjing.
Right here. RRQ. They'll grab those Odins on this map. Put them to good use, so why not? I like
Gila
it.
cuy,
I'm a fan.
lagi naik,
But yeah,
lagi
the
dapat
outro
banget
meter,
cuy.
certainly
Harus time out dulu nih.
one
Harus chill nih. Ewok, ayo.
Lihat Korea tuh
Satisfying
satisfying banget dah.
But the other thing is,
Apa?
I mean, a
Phantomnya
very
bingung gua.
uncharacteristic RRQ.
Ntar pas
right now.
lawan
The way that they're playing, I mean, it's a
Fo-
little bit too
lawan Peprex
aggressive.
baru
It
dah.
needs to be tamped
Nggak ada
down,
tuh
hence the time
satisfying-nya.
being called by Coach Ewok.
Pandang
It's
semua
been a
Peprex.
while since these two played. Again, like Victoria mentioned, this came out, this head-to-head.
Dia mainnya ini, Cok. Si apa namanya?
In fact, this was the matchup
Si GenG-nya mainnya disengaja dikasih lepas dulu kontrolnya terus diambil lagi.
Iya.
Diperangin mulu, Cok.
Tapi dia majunya sekali tuh langsung 3 anjing.
Iya.
Kali ini nggak dua gitu.
Pakai
kagak.
utility dia.
Long distance, that long gap between the time.
Wah, King
It's almost
nggak
as if
salah, Cok.
RRQ
Emang
isn't
King dia dulu.
quite prepared for this, at least so far on this first map pick. And mind you, this is RRQ's map
Bang,
pick.
spill sepatu
Yeah,
di belakang
this is a map
dong.
they've been
KW
pretty good
semua
on.
cuy.
Overall,
Jangan cuy.
you know, yesterday they were good on it. It's-
13-2?
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of good.
Ambil garas dulu, cuy. Ambil garas dulu
Again,
baru.
it's GenG coming out here with a completely different methodology from what we're used to. From
Dan Recon nggak ada, ambil dulu.
pushing the flanks.
Ambil dulu, bagus.
Because RRQ needs to pump the brakes.
Smokin dulu, Jay. Kalau mau cross, smokin dulu, Jay.
These aggressive pushes, these aggressive
Kalau
angles.
berserk biasanya
Yeah,
smokin
they're
kalau
watching
berserk.
for the A push,
Iya.
but they don't catch Sylvan sneaking into this cubby, so it's gonna be a bit of
Fake B, mantap. Cut rotasi.
Utility. The rest of the squad just pinching into that C split.
Aduh, ada flash lagi.
Paranoid gets sent out.
Ya.
Despite the tailwind, Ichi cannot land a shot. 4 HP still alive. 2G
Nice.
ends it.
Take locks.
He's already
Locks,
prepped up.
cek.
Waduh.
Waduh. Oh, nice, guys.
Satu lawan satu, guys. Gua yakin lu King-nya, guys. Oke, guys. King ini nggak ada apa-apanya buat lu, guys. Oke, guys.
Ayo guys, bisa guys. Santai guys, santai.
Nggak mungkin ada, guys. Udah.
Still the spike not planted though for Elmimore. He's completely befuddled as to where King
Ada
could be right
turret.
now. You usually expect the
Ada
Killjoy
turret tuh.
lurking around that window.
Turretnya nggak nembak, Jing.
Turretnya nggak nembak anjing.
Anywhere. He peeks out because he was trying to catch the timing in case Elmimore
Ya, jadi nembak.
back to see long.
Ayo, guys. Udah ketahuan, guys, posisi, guys.
Other, so maybe a bit of an idea for Elmimore now.
Dia nggak tahu ya.
Nggak tahu. Posisinya enak banget nih, harga ini.
just hiding behind the box.
Dia galau, dia nggak
Dia
ngecek ya
expect ya,
gitu.
expect ya.
King kind of
Enggak.
anticipates. But I was thinking he might have gone back around garage. So Barrow spotted. Elby
Nice
goes
guy.
back, and he picks up the
Nice
first
banget.
round and the first win for RRQ.
Elmimore reads that timing so well there at the end.
Mantap, mantap.
He
Nice,
hears that
posisinya
alarm
bagus.
come down, and he's a Killjoy player too, so he knows what a really likely response is from King.
Gila, guys.
Up on top of that
Gila
box,
emang Phantom
and he
cuy.
finds that
Bukan
timing.
Phantom ya?
Itu Vandal, Jing.
Vandal ini ya.
Off guard. He starts pushing as soon as that
Vandal
alarm box
Oni ya?
comes down. Really nicely handled there by
Oke, cuy.
Elmimore. Kind of that Killjoy v Killjoy battle. Yeah, the op again for
Makan
Meteor.
KFC yang katanya pedes, nggak ada, Jing.
Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown from King now, though. Dueling Rolling Thunders, potentially from our breaches, are in the.
Ya pertahankan cuy, udah dapat 1 cuy. Bisa 7 ini.
With this information from Meteor that nobody's been pushing through.
Good drone.
Kok bisa sih? Kayak dari Clay 2 ke kali 1 lagi, Cok.
Yup, shot protecting TS's
Gak bisa kan?
Harusnya
And
balik
Kali dua
langsung.
tuh- kali 2 langsung ke Moskop kan?
last time
Yeah.
GenG played this
Kok
against
bisa
Team
ke kali
Secret,
1?
Oh, dia pakai scroll kayaknya.
starting things out on the attacking side and then
Oh,
shut
scroll
down by a lot of
bisa
early
dibalikin
round
kayak.
aggression from Team
Anjing,
Secret on
bisa
their
kayak
defense.
gitu.
But right now, it's RRQ on the attack, and they're losing quite a bit of map control.
Aduh, kecolong Hagai.
Just clean from Meteor.
Trap. Aduh, kena kaki lagi.
It went through the box.
Just enough damage. It's 5 HP. Lockdown now coming through. EJ not quite able to secure the flank. RRQ looking out of sorts and now running straight into TS as well as Goddeath. The recon.
Wah, jadi masuk
stop to their movement.
ke jebakannya
It's very
Genji,
still
Zir.
things. And this could be a little moment, but it's not going to be easy because look at the utility, look at the players on the other side. Rolling Thunder hits, however, King left undetected.
Ada ulti
able
juga
to
ini,
sneak up
si
on top of
Goddeath.
Heaven. As soon as that Nebula drops, as soon as
Waduh,
this
dia
Rolling
retake
Thunder
cepat lagi.
hits, it's going to be RRQ eating the dirt. King comes in with a double kill.
Yeah, this is just
Aduh,
so
nggak
well
di-expect
thought out
apa ya,
right
pasti ada
now
ulti
by
gitu
GenG.
ya.
It's Meteor showing presence in sewers early, setting up for a potential.
Makanya Bani nggak main di
from
side ya.
TS and Goddead from long A, and instead he wraps over to B after not much.
Tapi orang side-nya susah juga.
Relying on his teammates to lock that down. They have a
Bingung
rolling
juga
thunder
kalau dia
on
main di
this
set terus
two
di
big
long
counters.
jadinya
There's
kayak
nothing
ngebait gitu anjing.
that RRQ can do about it. Just, I mean,
Mesti
this
ambil
GenG
shot
is
cepet dah, coba dah. Main
loose,
close angle, Jin.
aggressive, and it's working a treat.
And that's my key.
Iya,
word
Marcel
there.
kebaca
I mean,
cuy, Heaven-nya
loose
Marcel
and
bener
aggressive.
kayak
The way that they're
mantan
coming up with some of these movements, some of these quick adaptations, it's not as rigid as what we've seen before. And King is one of those guys who's moving around the map so much right now, randomizing his utility. In fact, setting up and then rotating over onto the A side because he heard that updraft. He's waiting to receive RRQ.
Yeah, look at that turret placement onto B and Meteor
Oh
there.
my.
Taking out the lurking
Lihat tuh.
Elmimore. Sylvan
Dicek
as well,
lagi,
stepping
Jing.
through into
Maju
spawn,
gitu cuy.
dodging that alarm
Wah, ya
bot.
dicek lagi, Yor.
Crazy, they're pushing out everywhere. Using the Nebula though, oh, trying to
Wah
sneak in.
anjing
The
sih.
timing
Ini
a
kayak
little
mereka
bit
udah
better for
no
Meteor. And
udah nggak tahu mau ngapain
RRQ
tahi
just
sumpah
gonna
dah.
be pitched down in this one spot outside of garage. Comes down to EJ and some heroics managing to pick
Mainnya
up
no
the middle,
respect,
but he
Jing.
has to land a shot. Shorty in the hands of Meteor, and he's looking to strike down upon EJ.
Waduh.
This is out of control. This is not the GenG
Unrater.
that I have ever seen.
GG, cuy.
I'm telling you guys right now,
Lihat
I've watched a
main
lot of
sini-sini ya,
these
Yor.
players.
Nggak tahu, mereka
GenG,
juga bingung, Cok. Soalnya mau kemana pun dikeculik terus.
Last year, things like that. This is a different breed. They are fired up today. This game plan is brilliant so far. And they are playing with confidence. Everybody's doing their job. It's good rotations like you're talking about. Kings all over the map right now.
Dia bilang, ngapain lah nih Jet gitu katanya.
And it allows them to continue to just keep pressing on the flanks of the map. And RRQ's got to play some
Susah,
defense
Cok.
here on this.
Ngelakuin
early
apapun,
aggression. They've got to
kalah.
do a little bit more.
Lihat tuh, Rico langsung hancur, Jing.
Or just go for a fast hit to try to get around it.
I guess that's what they're going to do on the C side. You got EJ already tailwinding into
Anjing, nggak mati.
TS, just hiding right behind.
Nggak kenanya
Sylvan
sekali.
with the sights
Anjing,
are
bunuh
covered.
Kena dua kali dia.
Anjing.
So much.
Kena 2 kali
It
dia.
blocks it off. Sylvan
Tetep
goes
naik
in
loh
for
dia,
some
gila
blank
lu, Cok.
shots, able to cut down flips. Now we're down to 2 players left remaining. Despite all of those efforts to push onto site, they can't quite break through. And the spike so far away, 2GE, just sneaking into position around A-Link.
And now Meteor just W-keying his way.
Kalau serba salah gini solusinya mending cari yang baru apa ngomong baik-baik, Yor.
Getting a lick here, but he might be met.
Lu bikin lagi pacaran
Some
anjing.
resistance.
Goblok.
TS isn't quite ready.
Nice.
Not a bad start.
Bisa menang sih ini.
Because he sneaked through so far. I mean, it's a lot of question marks for GenG. Now they know potentially around A link.
Ayo Pit, jangan kecolong
That
Pit.
could mean heaven.
Nice,
That
Pit.
could mean
Oh, nice,
even
Pit.
further back into defender spawn. It's a Pharaoh now just coming down
Ah!
to the site to
Whoa!
defend, and he gets
Go
the
kill that Pit.
transfer. A quad kill for the guy. And a
Ini
second
dia
round
cuy.
RRQ. They need to keep this up.
Agai David.
The fact that 2GE is able to sneak through in towards A link there.
Bakal cepet nih
Get that kill
kelarnya.
on
Wah,
the TS.
Cok, amal
Just
Cok,
goes
bangsat
around
nih
big
Cok.
time.
Amal
Little bit
Cok.
of a miss here from Meteor, not quite
Amal ya,
ready.
Rizky Amal ya.
Ya amal babi.
This initial hold
Rizky Akmal cuy.
gorgeous. Even though X-Pharaoh finds King with the Hunter's Fury, that is completely thwarted by GenG. Gives him a great opportunity to win the round.
Amal
but
anjing, Cok.
some very, very smart stuff there from 2GE. Sets them up for that round. And all it takes, because I think TS was somewhat prepared.
Sure.
2GE wins the battle.
Bahaya nih Rizky
Trying to
Akmal
get
nih.
a good read on some of these moves. This style of RRQ
Ayo, cuy.
rotation multiple times across the map is something.
Semangatnya mana?
One map win over DRX back in the regular.
Masih bisa 75 aja.
It's a little bit tricky.
Dapat 5 aja di
And
persal
GenG
udah enak kan nih.
just goes in deep enough earlier in the round enough.
Yor gimana nih Yor,
It's just
sabar
gonna
Cok,
throw
masih
RRQ
72
in for
Cok.
a loop, and right now with some of these forward positions again.
Gak kecek anjing.
Hah, emang iya?
Gak kecek. Makanya langsung cabut tuh.
Si EJ-nya ya?
Iya. Wah, GG cuy, ini cuy.
Jalanin Jay.
And now you can see that GenG is
Nih Bani pasti nge-call nih, tapi AWP aduh kentot, sabar bisa nggak Ban? Sabar bisa nggak Ban? Ban, sabar nggak? Ban.
Ban jangan AWP! Buset dah nih Eggman anjing.
Bandot.
Digerak kayak gitu lagi.
Nice.
Sama gue banyak gaya nih, babi. Kenapa Rao? Rao sedih ya Bani ini ya. Jangan sedih Rao. Dukung Bani Rao. Pacar sendiri. Cus.
Sylvan could ult here. Maybe try to get a flank set up off the back of this.
Cemen dia.
Nice,
cakep. Nice.
Nice.
3 ya, 3 ya.
Alhamdulillah. Dapat
3 ya.
5 menang nih.
Dapat 5 comeback ini cuy.
EJ
Mantap ya.
able to get so much value here, just sliding underneath Meteor's nose at Sewer. Ping coming out from Sewer now for RRQ. Curious if they're going to try to put some pressure, try to break that space open.
Headset gua pecah.
Huge stuff now.
Babi itu namanya ya.
Ship is stabilizing. Maybe Cosmic Divide as well, an op in hand for EJ. Setting up for a kind of duel to try to get rid of Meteor here, but Meteor's shifted over to Long.
Oh my god. Well, he's gonna get fault lined, so forced to hold back for a second. Flips, what are you thinking? He's just
Ban!
get in.
Ya Allah.
Meteor whiffs the no scope, but still with the classic, it's enough.
Ban, kenapa lu maju sendiri, Ban?
Rest of the team trying to go
Kenapa lu kepancing,
over on
Ban?
the side. They thought it would have been enough for a fake, but
bunuh
not
dulu ini.
quite, because King is here.
Aduh,
to
susah
play.
banget lagi.
They try to push past through
Oh,
with an
gila,
off
AWP
of all
cuy yang
things. It
digituin,
does
cuy.
not work. Sylvan puts up a
Oh,
roadblock.
GG cuy.
And unfortunately for RRQ, GenG takes this win as a flawless.
Gawat cuy.
Brilliant stuff here from King and Sylvan. I mean, they've been pushing that space, taking that cubby control early and underneath the noses of RRQ. And it pays huge dividends. Sylvan with a great bailout, great time
pedes sih, Yor.
his smoke.
Kentot, kata lu nggak pedas babi.
Oh, ini dia ternyata ayamnya.
And it's just two of the best side anchors that we had in VCT Korea back in the day. Coming through big. I mean, it's something that we've wanted to see for a while is seeing
Cok,
those two
kalau
coordination.
Meteor di interview this is for my brother gimana Cok anjing?
Meteor and King now stepping up. Oh,
Wah,
outside of garage,
anjing,
instantly
Cok.
cutting down flames.
Bani lagi
Last
Cok
round of
kena
the first
Cok.
half, and this is not the way you want to start.
Bener juga lu, Yor.
Cosmic Divide might be up,
Pas
but
ditanya,
might be able to use a little bit of space to
Good
get
boy,
the fight
ini.
going. But Sylvan's right around the corner.
Untuk
Sylvan's in position. And they're
untuk
going
abang
in
gua,
for
wah
it.
anjing GG dong.
Nice
Adek
banget
gua.
sih. Nice banget sih Hagai sih. Lagi
Holding
gacor
out from the
Cok.
other side of the Cosmic Divide, setting up crossfires. They managed to hold.
Yeah, now lockdown in play. Not much that they can really do.
Ayo
about
3 lawan 2
this.
cuy.
Get a shock dart kill. King trying to get ahead of it, but yeah, not gonna happen.
DJ's got blades too. Yes, only a recon afforded to him. He's been pinged out. So now knowing that he has to cautious in case they push out against him.
Bareng, pantek
Very
bertiga.
likely an 8-4, not unless TS can take down some of
Ciluk.
Ah.
Get those.
Nice guy.
Held against him.
Yeah.
Ini menang pistol, menang ini.
Difficult task for TS, of course, but RRQ there with that cosmic divide.
RRQ bisa nih, comeback.
Ban 111 ban.
Able to draw up a
Busuk,
response
Ban.
quickly enough.
Ya abis ini akankah thank you flip jeder?
Sometimes
Waduh,
what our
jangan ngomong
previous
gitu.
criticisms of GenG has been is when things get chaotic, when things get messy, is when they start to kind of struggle a little bit. But here today, their game plan was to kind of
Backupnya bagus ya, guys.
themselves to come in here and be the ones to create that disruption.
Anjing, kenapa ada monyet anjing?
Kenapa ada monyet? Kan monyet di GE.
Having a good time, that's a guarantee.
It's always a good sign as well. I mean, despite the pressure of elimination today, they're trying to keep things light. It is the first map after all, and with a 4-8 score, it's not impossible to come back from, especially when they're starting out on defense. Perhaps trying to buy time away from GenG's attack. But like you mentioned, Paperthin, I mean,
Lah ini dia balik.
create some of that chaos themselves today.
Bukan deh. Ini si Bail ya.
Could be inspiring.
Yeah, no, I agree. And look at the stat line for King. I mean, just so disruptive in the beginning of this in particular.
Hari-hari Hage, hari-hari David, dua orang ini terus.
16 kills overall. Sure, he quieted down a bit, but he was the one setting that tempo, pushing that space, just lurking all over the map and never letting go. And a lot of their players were too Sylvan, even Meteor at times. So that was the game.
Ban, fokus ban. Tadi gua udah semangatin loh cuy di chat. Ban ini pikirin apa ya?
Apa artinya tuh cuy?
Tapi nggak apa-apa sih asalkan menang mah. Katanya for flip jider.
Cuy.
Especially on the attacker side, you gotta look to Sylvan to be one of those guys along with the breach setting up these hits, but
Iya cuy, Bani kalau ini kayak gini terus mainnya masuk dominatus ya.
Muke lu anjing. Gua yang mau masuk dominatus. Gua udah ngelapar ya. Nggak boleh, Cok.
Meanwhile, I mean, right now, the GenG Tiger Nation looking very much happier and better. You're talking about King, and he was one of those guys.
Ini reconcess. Nanti dia ngelak ini.
That's crazy. Of course, now SWAT.
Nggak ada delay lagi.
Go around to the attack. They're just gonna dash
Ya.
in, putting up
Harus
the net.
cabut.
Aduh, gila dia.
TGE dia. Ya Allah dilari-lariin.
Frenzy for frenzy as Flips eats out Meteor right back. A bit of a recon coming through
Ayo,
as
Ban.
well. And
Ayo,
it's
Ban.
gonna set
Ban
up
sabar ban, nilai kan.
for retakes, but TS
Nah.
out around
Mampus
window.
lu, ngelark
Gonna get
mulu.
cut down by
Aduh.
EJ. King just trying to hold out around the side, but EJ continues to press.
Nice
forward.
press.
Press teman. Kuak.
Ada dash, aktifin dulu. Aduh. Direct click. Nice press ya Gadet ya. Tapi kalah lagi Rene.
Pistol win, 2 pistol wins now for GenG.
yeah, both pistols going to GenG here, just barely this time. This one was very, very close. A good flash to set up EJ.
Caca nih kena ini loh dia. Dia masuk PTN, Cok. Gokil, Jo.
Shots off this spot, this stun. Sets up Meteor nicely. Elmimore tries to cut him off, but Meteor catches him a bit off.
Tuh di ngomongin tuh. Kenapa lu flashin gua babi?
EJ comes in, needs a little bit more
Keren,
impact
Cok.
here.
Caca.
EJ
Iya,
9
Cok.
and 11, not bad, but definitely
Jalur
wanna
hoki
see
kalau
it.
kata Lamka,
Oh
Jo.
my God, it's just King
Waduh.
just goddamn running him
Kenapa
over.
berdua doang?
But also just RRQ peeking out mid like that. It's a little bit risky and it doesn't work out.
Mati lagi nih Bani sama Meteor nih.
All they need to do is to set up that firing squad. Now the
Bener.
spike planted, it baits, flips out into peeking. And unfortunately for the last
Bani hari-hari dicari Meteor, Cok.
Keren, Caca jadi pengen gue pacarin, boleh nggak, Yor?
Yeah, you want to die to
Boleh,
spike
santai.
here.
Santai, boleh.
Is GenG gonna let him? With the way TS is aggressively pushing with this Bulldog, suspect that he wants to cut off at
Cok ini
least.
gimana, Cok?
Might be a little bit trickier to get to GE out there, but actually TS is gonna back off. GenG here gonna play it safe. Don't want to fork over any guns if possible and say, well, fine, if you guys want to die to spike, that's fine with us. Oh, 2GE though. Okay.
Memat manja lu diem ya, gue tinju lu ya.
There you go.
You're gonna have to.
No ult orbs for you, GenG. Well, okay, not too extra at least.
Yeah, they did pick up 3. It's a 10-4 scoreline. Pistol and the following round won by
Ayo.
GenG.
Jangan kena bonus yuk.
And very potentially, I mean, if they can convert this into a bonus as well, does not bode well at all for RRQ.
No, man. No, that would be
Bang, kembalikan
really
aku.
dire. I mean, then you just gotta, you
Lupa,
gotta wonder
Jok.
if it's even possible. I mean, RRQ here kind of getting done to them what they did to Zeta Division yesterday on this map. Just having a really tough time. It's not quite as bad, but look at King, man. He is just fired up here today. Meteor as well, having another strong performance.
Gak ada fokus nih ban ini.
Gravity well here to prevent the A main push, but a lot of the Killjoy utility is going to be sitting on the site. Yeah, a little bit of damage taken to Meteor.
Diuber ban nih ban. Lihat tuh Yor.
Aduh, bener-bener
Bener-bener untuk saudaranya Jing.
Despite the Killjoy utility,
I fight for my brother.
planted.
And the breach being down here really is not good for RRQ. That's such powerful utility on the B site to clear it.
Oh no. And now just coming down to
I only focus to flip jeder kata dia. Anjing Bani di shutdown terus Jing.
He's on the other side of mid, protecting this spike. Aftershock utilities being spent just to buy even further time. The rest of them trying to body
dapat gak?
but it's not gonna happen. Elmi more fires back, but at this
Aduh terus
point,
mengkedap. Aduh.
gonna be a wall bang from King.
Kena bonus lagi.
Seeing all.
Cok, 2 kali kena bonus, Cok.
On his throne, no doubt. He is. You come at him, you best bring your best. But no one so far today has really been able to shut him down. I mean, 20-6.
Iya Wak.
Is
Itu Tenten.
just bananas. I mean, King is
Adanya Meteor.
on one today. I'm just thrilled with the way he's playing. But
Yang di kick.
those deep,
Yang
you know,
rasis.
post plants, those
Itu
classic,
adanya Meteor.
you know, Korea Haven post plants, you know, where they just stagger that utility, even though Goddead gets cut down around the corner.
Benar, makanya harus dikalahin abang ya. Makanya Bani harus fokus.
Oh no, Halalita!
Post plant. If you don't have flankers, if you don't have players who are cutting off that window area or that spawn area against
Stranger, welcome
in particular
Stranger.
teams like
Oke,
GenG, TRX that love this style on Haven on these B
Tenten mau
hits,
party juga nggak ya?
it's really tough to stop it. Even though you might get
Nggak tahu, cuy.
a favorable exchange early with the kills.
Weh, Mat Banja lu sekali lagi gue TO lu,
It
babi.
doesn't matter because there's just so much
Gua
utility in the
tinju
back.
lu ya.
The shock darts, the nano swarms, the you know, the paranoia, the aftershock, all these things are coming at you. And there's nothing you could do about it unless you're killing those agents that are sending that utility.
And you can't really do that because you don't have line of sight unless perhaps you're going for a bit of flank.
Ini ya harus apa sih telur ini? Nggak tahu sih.
Solution is just
Belum
not
Bani harus fokus nih Bani.
GenG get those
Anjing
spike
Bani.
plants that early on.
Nggak
but,
fokus nih dia dari kemarin
I mean,
anjing.
that's why it's
Kau mau
such
ke
a
CP
good
nggak?
game plan from
Kapan?
GenG.
Jangan
First
sekarang
off,
lah kentot.
RRQ getting
Sama siapa?
affected mentally. Flips is not having a good day.
Coba telepon telur,
With
tar abis ini gue
Meteor
telepon ya.
pushing that deep
Iya
into
cuy,
the lane,
diketahuan nih sama
them
Tenten nih
not
Bani nih.
expecting it, it really hurts RRQ. And GenG's just
Tapi sebenarnya nggak ada urusannya sih.
these entries right now.
Tenten bermasalah tuh urusannya si Tenten.
Sekarang
Kenapa dia
jangan,
kayak
Cok,
gitu?
jangan anjing, jangan sekarang, Cok.
For X-Pharaoh around the corner.
Muke lagi lost party,
Able to
cuy.
do this. A lot of
Lu sama
times,
siapa,
Goddead's
Wan?
fault line is just going to go straight where X-Pharaoh is standing, basically. More aim, of course, for the box and behind it. The recon here, they know he's right there.
Iya digoreng-goreng ini. Nice guy. Aduh, keteret lagi.
Meteor responds.
Ternyata gitu lagi.
Kenapa ada pit? Nice. Oh, nice pit. Sabar, sabar, sabar. Shot satu, shot satu. Sabar, jangan dimasukin smoke. Jay. Aduh.
Yang jangan dimasukin ya dia ya kontol. Dia jet ya anjing.
Kagak, maksudnya jangan masuk ke smoke. Ban, ayo Ban, ini waktunya lu Ban, nahan angle aja Ban, gue tinju lu ya. Ban, jangan wah.
Bani!
Dia aja anjing di situ, babi.
Do you now know where 2GE is coming from? Because he's right behind you and plucked out. It's gonna be
Bani ini nggak mau diem, Jing. Udah anteng aja situ nahan angle.
But it's gonna be a lot more before they can tie things up.
Bani.
So RRQ
Bani
here finding a
kentut lu.
nice little
Bani nih bikin emosi loh. Diem Bani.
They're able to, you know, with Elmi Moore stepping up here and getting that first kill, it kind of sends GenG off balance, and they're not hitting that utility. I think that, you know, normally that fault
Pokoknya
line might catch
ada
them
dua
through
orang di
position,
muka
not that
ada
matters for the
dua
Zoe
orang
folks,
guys
but
di muka bumi ini yang satisfying buat dikatain cuy.
Bani sama
Excuret
Skuret.
sama Bani. Iya,
that
Bani
position's
sama
really
Skuret tuh.
annoying.
Dua orang yang paling
And with
satisfying
that
dikatain
smoke
tuh
there
dua
as
orang
well.
itu, cuy.
Exactly. A timely smoke from 2G.
Ban masih muda umur tapi Ban mana masih muda lagi, Ban, masa udah pensiun dini, Ban.
Just trying to find some of these entries. They're blocking it off with further deeper smokes down A long, preventing them from pushing through. But as soon as they dissipate, down the timer, 120, GenG starting to move around.
But look at this. One smoke was all it took to get GenG off of C here. There's nobody on C for RRQ, and they knew that if they just sent a little bit of utility.
Oh, mainnya kuatin B.
Walks over to the other side, right towards this, Killjoy utility, either A or B.
Wah, Rao di Bennett kan di year, Pak.
And a nano, right at the front of A.
Aduh, nggak kecek lagi longnya. Turret nembak, oke, ketahuan. Udah boleh geser. Nah, dia kena 3, woi. Ayo langsung rotate, udah pasti A. Ayo retake. Aduh, dia nggak main Omen ya. Nggak ada flash default, Jing.
Wah, gila ini dapat CT gini, cuy.
Aduh, dia tower keempat lagi.
Oh, ini DRX punya, cuy.
Aduh, dia udah.
Kan gua udah bilang kan, CT-nya.
What the fuck, abang. Sumpah abangnya gacor banget, Jing. Abangnya gacor banget, Cok. Lawan Bani. Wow, nice, Ban. Ayo, Ban, gak apa-apa, exit gila ya, Ban. Daripada 1 digit, Ban. Tuh, mati terus, Jing. Ditibek, Cok. Wah, ditembak. Ini untuk adik gua, kata dia. Wah, Bani. Kalau gua sih panas, Ban. Lu bantai, Ban. Ini personal, cuy.
Ini personal, cuy.
Unbelievable stuff.
Ini udah personal, cuy. Cok, ini katanya ini buat adik gua, Cok.
Ini this is for my brother, kata. Wah, Bani. Kebetulan Bani nggak ada adik kakak, ada adik kakak cewek lagi. Wah, ini personal nih, Cok, ditibek ya.
Tibek, cuy.
Wah, GG Ban. Kalau gue sih panas sih, Ban. Map 2 gue bantai sih, Ban. Kalau ini kalah, Ban. Ayo, Ban, fokus. Anjing. Waduh, TP lagi. Ban, ayo, Ban. Lu udah tau, Ban. Oke, Ban. Chill, Ban. Flash aja, Ban. Kalau nggak yakin, Ban. Nice, Ban. Ada ulti.
Wah, ini
Coms. Waduh, meteor di sini lagi.
Aduh, meteor lagi ini lagi.
Aduh, meteor di dalam sini. Aduh. Allahu Akbar.
Bani udah, Ban.
Sabar. Ayo 7. Clutch.
Satu lagi.
Nice. Wow. Itu dia, Ban ya. Anjing, Tamago itu baru Bani. Lu sikat tuh.
Sama meteor lagi juga.
Sama meteor mulu tapi. Kalau gue digituin langsung. Maksud lu apa, bro? Goblok anjing. Ini udah. Sumpah ini udah pasti personal, cuy. Ini udah pasti personal, cuy.
Sumbang berapa anjing? Sampai 27 bangke.
Chef's kiss, Meteor also chef's kiss. A lot of things to be happy about here.
Kira berapa, Yor? 27 ya?
27.
Kayaknya 12 dari Bani deh.
Meteor, first of all, he's incredibly aggressive. His aim is sharp, but he has that fluidity to put himself
Bani mati berapa
in
tuh?
such a deep position, especially around A
Kayaknya 12 Bani deh.
several times now. Sometimes even swapping over the classic if his Vandal runs out of bullets. Now,
Ayo retake cepat. 7 balik 7. Kalau mau retake 7. Nah, balik. Oke.
Ini ada ulti kan? Ada
Ulti. Stun ulti, nice. Jangan temen juga yang di ulti. Pit, sabar. Nggak ada. Pasti langsung hajar nggak sih?
Saya nggak dipasang ulti ya? Sini nggak lu ulti?
Siapa Hage?
Nggak ulti.
Lah bener juga. Wah, harusnya menang nih, Cek. Oh. Lah, ultinya si
Hage.
Oh, Hage nggak ulti ya? Oh, anjing sayang banget. Waduh, off angle lagi deh. Kok Hage nggak ulti ya? Apa dia mau masukin setnya dulu baru ulti? Sayang tapi riskan dong.
Malah dia yang maju pertama lagi. Gila.
Iya, dia ngebunuh. Gak apa-apa cuy, gak apa-apa. Ban, tetap fokus ya RRQ. Ayo cuy, map 2, masih ada map 2.
Masih ada map 2 cuy.
Ya, aman.
Minum dulu cuy, minum air putih. Phantom King.
Wah, itu Tenten cok. Tuh, itu Tenten tuh. Yang kacamata kanan Tenten.
Muke lu.
Iya, serius.
Muke dari mana?
Itu Tenten cok.
But overall, it was quite good. I mean, here with this cosmic divide, you know, the way that King reacts to it, he knows it's coming. He throws his lockdown down just enough to cover the front of that site there. And then that allows him to push a little bit of space, and then TS sets him up with that recon dart, gives him the info that somebody's behind Black, and 2G's the one who clears it. He's able to just hold that crosshair, hold that angle down, and EJ tries his best, but hey, look at Bile, man. He is happy.
Bukan anjing, gue tinju lu.
But still,
Coba lihat komen di Twitch, Yor.
Apa komennya?
Apa komennya?
Kenapa komennya?
Resist never win. I don't know bro, I am just enjoying chat. Easy. RRQ busy eating Indomie.
Scramble GG. Anjing, let's keep KJ ult for next game, make sense. The fuck, HG diinin coy. Too easy for Meteor and GenG. Bani nggak ada lagi ya? Bani dibacatin ya?
RRQ loves to trash talk too. It's part of the game to destroy mental. Let's keep.
Coy, yang tahu Eggman nggak mungkin orang luar nggak sih? Apa mungkin orang luar tahu?
Gak tahu, Jok. Pasti orang Indo.
Pasti orang Indo, Jok. Wah, anjing lu, bangke.
Ini siapa, Cok? Ini kia, Cok.
Rizky Akmal, VLR, anjing. Report, coy. Wahabi. Mana orang luar tahu Eggman, Cok? Emang iya orang luar tahu Eggman? Tahu, coy, serius. What the fuck, kenapa dikasih tahu, coy? Kita punya superhero, jing. Nanti Marvel kan ngasih tahu tuh.
Yo, CPO, jangan, Cok. Jangan sekarang, anjing.
Superhero dari Indonesia, Eggman.
Wan, ke CP, Wan. Yor, Mamat, Yor. Kenapa, Mamat? Cak, udah nyobain warnet yang Mamat, gue tinju ya.
Oh iya di video RRQ The Eggman himself. Kayak jadi ketahuan, coy. Superhero kita dari Indonesia.
Anjing buat dah.
If you talk Gojo Satoru, you will power up.
Gojo.
Wah.
Gue pengen nonton lagi dah, anjing seru bangke. Jujutsu Kaisen. Ya kenapa namanya ada meganya badai?
Emang iya cuy, di Twitter habis Bani. Cek di Twitter mana emang?
Mana? Yang mana?
Mana?
Twitter siapa sih?
Twitter siapa?
Twitter siapa, weh?
Bani kecewa gue, Ban. Kalau lu kalah, Ban.
Kok Twitter sih? Twitter, Cok.
Anjing Meteor gacor banget, bangke. Siapa sih namanya? Kim Tayo, Tenten.
Bani lawan Meteor mati 9, Cok. Lawan Meteor, anjing.
Ada namanya, anjing.
Aduh.
Emang iya?
Wah, gawat cuy.
19 anjing. Di mana ya? 19 Cok, Bani lawan Meteor. Waduh. Ini personal, Cok.
Cok, ada yang pacaran, Cok. What the fuck, Cok?
Di mana? Live lu?
Iya ini.
Mana?
Ini, Cok. GG, Cok. Wah.
Itu siapa?
Nggak tahu, Cok.
Wah, selingkuh kah?
Wah, GG, Cok. Apakah
Apakah dia bilang aku pergi dulu ya? Ternyata keciduk kamera. Wah, kameramen berbahagia, cuy. Real tuh, cuy.
mana
Itu
sih?
benar. Iya, benar. Buset dah. Meteor kakaknya si Tenten.
Meteor gotta make sure Flips also jobless for next year. Anjay. GG, Cok. Aduh. Ini apaan sih?
Enggak. Kenapa sekarang yang nyerang tuh Europe sama Asia? Goblok banget. Pas minta maaf kan Meteor yang nyamperin Bani. Hah? Emang ada momennya, C?
Mana, coy? Mana
Apa?
sih?
Apa?
Mana?
Apa?
Itu yang dikata-katain.
Apaan sih dikatain siapa?
Dikatain.
Tolol. Apa sih, anjing? Jelas, babi.
Nggak ada, cuy.
Jadi tweet doang, Bang Cok. Oh, emang iya?
Lihat
Tweet-
like Jason. Apaan? Kenapa like
Oh,
Jason?
Meteor DM Bani.
Mana di mana? Cok.
DM Bani anjing ya, Twitter Bani lah, mana gue tahu. Lu tuh ya.
Bani. Salah. Twitternya apa
Kenapa?
sih? Flip ya?
Kan dia DM, Yor. Emang lu bisa lihat?
Nggak bisa.
Ya udah, kenapa lu nanya, bangsat?
Oh gitu. Kita lanjut. Gue punya full podcast Marloyor. Ntar gue DM lu dah. Anjing.
Oh ini
Bisa
ini
punya,
oh
bangke.
ini juga ada di komennya Bani nih. Dia nge-komen what my brother or tuh ini cuy tuh what my
Gimana?
brother. Ini udah jelas ya. Tenten
Gimana?
tuh brothernya Meteor di
Aduh,
Twitternya Bani idiot. GLLCK tuh. Tuh. Emang Bani tuh
Mana, Cok? Kentot. Di Twitter Bani. Terus yang mana?
ya lu carilah di komennya tolol. Tuh baca tuh paling atas setan. Anjay. Jadi si Meteor itu sebenarnya jadi penengahnya. Tapi di Tibek wah makin manas dong, coy. Itu personal itu. Gak mungkin Cok di hati
Iya, Cok.
di hati abangnya dia.
Ya udah
Iya.
ini ya.
Kecuali adik tiri ya, bukan kandung ya. Ini pasti kandung, coy. Ayolah fokus ban anjing. Map 2 apa sih, coy? Map 2. Lotus. Wah, Lotus gacor sih, Bani. Karena kalau rank Lotus kita coba ya, cocokin ya. Bani kalau rank di Lotus wangi ya, cuy. Lotus. Aduh, belum 14 lagi. 13. Aduh, busuk kayaknya, cuy. Bani. LCK main di Korea.
Gimana caranya dapat gambarnya?
Goodbye RRQ, semoga menang. Gue nggak bisa support karena harus nonton WT. What? Wah, parah Rao nggak mendukung. Kayak Rao ini, cuy.
Ini bisa di-share kan? Goblok.
Emang iya, cuy. Lotusnya RRQ busuk.
Aduh. Gimana caranya, cuy?
Aduh, gak pernah menang lagi anjing. Cok, ini gimana? Terakhir dibantai, jing. Lotus juga.
Sabar cuy.
Pusing pala gua, Cok.
Gimana
Bener,
caranya,
kayak
cuy?
dia ada lawan FUT. Kapan? Oh, login. Aduh, busuk lagi, cuy. Wih, dari 3 map 03, Cok. Gak ada yang nyampe 7, jing. Paling maksimal 6 roundnya.
Cok, gimana save-nya, Cok? Cok. Gimana save-nya, anjing?
Gimana nih, cuy? Tetap positive thinking ya. Aman ya, aman ya. Masih bisa, cuy. Aduh. Aman, cuy. Masih bisa. Aman. Tetap dukung ya.
It's very easy to get yourself noticed, but he is very flashy. And I
Ngapain
kind of
sih ya,
like a flashy
babi?
duelist because it like, you know, I love the strategy, but if you can see a flashy player every now and then, it's very exciting.
It's just impressive, right? It's
Yeah.
like one of those superhuman like moments. Like, wow, how do you do that? I feel like a lot of it needs to be like really instinctive to launch.
Oh, it is. It's game sense. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Semua karena OT kemarin. Iya, anjir. Kalau OT kalau nggak ngelakuin kesalahan aja kemarin tuh.
Step up.
Emang penyesalan di terakhir, Cok. Mau gimana lagi?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
Fade
figure out what
ada
the
mulu,
term's
Cok.
going
Kalau
to
ada
be,
drama
but we've
biasa
given
lah,
him, like,
Cok.
powers by bringing him up with the analyst buff. Is what we're
Kan,
going
gue udah
with.
bener
When we
dulu,
brought him up
Cok.
on the pre-desk, we were talking about, okay, we don't want him to be too rigid, we don't want him to be, you know, really stuck in his ways, and some of those set plays that GenG has sometimes boxes them in, and they need to play outside the box. Well, King said, okay, what if I do this, and drop 16 kills in one half? You know how many players would dream to just drop that in a map? Let alone in one half of a map? And the man stood up and goes, yeah, put the crown squarely on top of my head because King is my name and I'm going to live and breathe it. And I am absolutely living.
Emang
this
ini
version
shutter
of
bunny
King.
out.
He's one of the
Siapa
best
yang
players
nge-call kalau
in the
kayak
world
gitu?
when he's on his game. And today was really one of those.
Nggak ada yang nge-call.
You can look at KDA and you go, wow, that's very impressive. But he
Oh,
did
kayak
his
gitu
role,
si
also
David
being
yang
a
nge-call
fragger.
berarti.
To balance that? Oh, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. It's hard to do.
This is one of the best maps
Iya,
I've seen
pendukung
for
Bali
Korea, to be
nomor
totally
satu.
honest.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very
Cok.
used to, you know,
Gua
'cause I've
harus-
been out in
gua harus
Korea
dukung,
for a
Cok.
while,
Emang-
casting Korean teams mostly before we got
Siapa
more
tahu buff
global
ya.
over here.
Siapa tahu ya.
But yeah, I'm so used to seeing King in any spike site, and it's like, okay, well, if he's there, this probably isn't going to go well. I would just see that pan out. But he was really on fire today.
Oh yeah. This is the GenG that we saw at the beginning of Pacific season. So it's
Yeah.
so good.
Nah,
to see
nih
them
kamera saver, cuy.
like, wake up
Lagi ngomong
today
nih.
and
Ayo
just
fokus
put
yo.
nerves, whatever that block was.
Ewok bilang
that-
udah
that,
main
like,
kayak
mental
kita biasa.
constipation, It's looking
Waduh,
clear.
Meteor udah
Keep it up.
The 6-match loss
Apain tuh, Meteor?
streak. Are you talking
Yeah.
about, is that
Yeah.
the mental constipation?
Yeah.
remes-remes
that was
apa
a
tuh?
little bit of a block.
Halo Bang Yor, halo.
You know, they just needed, like you said, the analyst buff
Yeah.
tier. I like that caster curse analyst buff.
Yes, we're going with the
Yeah.
analyst buff. We need more success stories. We don't
We
need to
need
be
more
cursing them.
powers over here. Is
We
what
do need
yeah.
more powers. Yes.
Did you see that locker room talk, by the way, on
No,
the
I missed
Cypher
it. What
Camp?
happened?
With Ewok talking to the rest of
Gak
our
trust.
RRQ. It was really interesting. All the other players.
Kalian banyak
kind of
kira-kira yang kira-kira
kind of
bisa gantiin
absorbing,
siapa?
whatever
Maksudnya gantiin
information Ewok's giving them. But I do hope we see
Bani tuh
a better
nggak tahu deh.
delivery.
Cok,
Gua
ini kalau ini
That was
kalau ini
kind
dia
of-
bisa
pernah
suruh
digelin
gigi,
banget sih.
Cok. Ini buff, Cok.
loss. I mean, the RRQ really did not have very many moments where they were really shining.
Telur,
It's almost like the
telur,
Haven they
aku
had yesterday
makan
was too short
telur.
of a map, and they were just coming into this one feeling a little bit too easy on it.
Gue bisa
They
tuh
don't have
Diwa
Yeah,
itu.
like, we're so good at this, we don't even need to prep it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Humbled.
Not to take away from GenG's
Oh.
excellent gunplay there. I mean, that was just
Incredible.
very good shooting coming from GenG. Now we're gonna go into Lotus.
Cok, mancung banget,
for
Cok.
the next
Esternya,
map.
Cok, yang
She
cowok, Cok.
doesn't have a great track record on
Gue
this.
pesek banget tuh.
Might have been the start of their downfall actually in the season of the mental
Bangke
constipation.
dah.
We have
Tuh,
got to
lihat
find
tuh,
a
cowoknya
new
gitu.
term for you.
Mancung anjing.
Yeah,
Bisa
sorry,
dibilang
we're gonna
better
move
than
on
Bos
from that
cerdas.
word.
Siap!
Yeah, it was against T1. It was a 7-13.
Kemarin aja
What
main
was the
2 game
expected
langsung
here
udahan lu ya,
for
babi lu ya.
GenG and
RRQ?
Well, look, one thing that was mentioned before about GenG, and I think it's really rung true here, is if they're able to make the games go the way that they're like supposed to go, the way that they planned it out, they look very good and they play very well. And that's exactly what happened in the previous map. So I think if we see a good, strong start from them, I don't see why we wouldn't see a strong closer.
Ayo cuy, like-nya dulu cuy. At least 100 dulu lah.
And get that kind of chaotic
Ayo ban, fokus ban. Fokus ya, David, Age udah oke.
I think they will deliver that.
AJ,
I think that is because
TGI
they've
udah
had,
oke. Ayo ban, bisa ban.
in fact, no success
Jangan telat
on
panas
this
ban.
map. So for RRQ, whatever they've scripted,
Nah, nih vibe-nya udah bagus nih.
has to be pretty damn good for there to be
Bani udah gini-gini lengan bajunya cuy.
on this map, whereas GenG, they've played it quite a few times.
Tadi palanya juga udah mateng,
A
udah
mixed
berasap.
bag of results, so do with that what you will. But I think for RRQ, if there's a map where they're just going to be the most unpredictable, it's probably going to be one where everything else they've tried thus far has not worked. So why not just throw, what is it, the sink at the wall or sink it? What's the saying?
Throw everything,
Wah,
including the kitchen.
tisu di hidung
Thank you.
terus nih.
That's the one I'm looking for. That
They
is what
need
RRQ
many
needs.
kitchen sinks this time.
Throwing. Not throwing, no. That's not what we want.
Hey, but we are seeing a gecko
Sorry, Bang.
here.
Excellent.
On Lotus. So GenG is definitely, I mean, they picked this map for a reason. It looks like they prepared something.
Oh, dia nggak
I
main normal
really
lagi, coy.
like that. Speaking of kitchen sinks, they've been cooking something for Lotus.
And they gotta clean one of those dishes in that kitchen sink. Am I right? Are we doing it or what?
We're committing to
no-
this
Wait.
analogy.
It's all coming
You
together.
know what? I'm glad there's a freezer in my fridge because it's ice cold in the veins for these
That's
players.
right.
It's horrible. Everyone wants us to stop. I can feel it.
Oh,
Gua
man.
mau lihat-
Well,
lihat
look,
dulu dadain
fingers
meteor
crossed
ketukar
here,
nicknya.
seriously, for RRQ. You know, even if you're going to go down, you want to go down with a bang. That was a bit of a kind of a miserable loss there on map 1. But look, you know, it's why we have a best of 3. You are allowed to try to reinvent yourself and come back even stronger.
Yeah, speaking of bang, the big bang and Meteor on the side of GenG. Yeah, maybe he'll bringeth that big bang that you're looking, and not in positive.
Emang iya line up RRQ?
For GenG fan because home crowd here.
Iya,
I think
mungkin.
they're wanting this to be finished right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely like what I'm seeing from GenG, but can RRQ step
Ayo,
it up,
Ban, wake
give
up,
us
Ban.
the same
Wake up,
performance
wake
that
up.
they gave us yesterday? That remains to be seen. We have double duelists over on the side of RRQ, but we're gonna go over to our casters. They're gonna walk us through this next game. We got Quack and Paper Thin.
Well, thank you very much, Victoria Jesco. Tasteless, I mean, is it
Meteor
going to
asem
be
gitu ya
GenG
mukanya.
throwing everything and the kitchen sink, or is it going to be close but no cigar, and then we're going to go to a map 3? I mean, talking about this map, right, it's been a while since we've seen it.
Yeah, it has been a long time. I'm really glad you said that. Like Tedeschi's talking about, we haven't seen this map from either of these teams in some time, and it's been since May 19th.
Oke, Haris,
GenG,
babi
when
lu
they
Haris ya.
lost to T1, 7-13 on this map, and it hasn't been since April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Ooh.
Ayo mulai cuy.
RRQ played this when they lost.
Fokus ya.
5-13. So
Oh, si TS pakai
quite
gecko.
curious about this gecko comp, very similar to the Pearl comp, right? That we
Oh,
saw.
Aduh, si King mainnya Cypher lagi bukan Killjoy.
It struggled on the
Cypher kadang
defender side,
ngeselin, jir.
and that's kind of a key point of interest for me here. Are they going to try some of these trap plays? Are they going to try to do what they did
Apa
on
Albertus
Haven
sama?
and be oppressive on their
Tapi
defender
Cypher dia
side?
lumayan sih.
Because I think once you go to
Jago
the
anjing.
attacker side
Dia
here with
kayak
GenG, I think
ngeselin
this
gitu.
comp will be pretty strong.
Iya, makanya justru
Challenging to deal
karena
with.
dia jago, dia bisa tinggalin side gitu-gitu. Setupnya bagus pasti.
Pretty paper-exy with this comp.
Mesti jangan kena trap ini.
Yes. Close. That's the thing, and it's TS playing this while King is on the Cypher, so I can feel a little bit of that semblance, maybe going in for some...
Dia
Anjir, dia
cuma
bilang
bisikin
lagi.
rame-rame, cuman nggak dimajuin sampai depan dulu dikit, tahan bentar.
Kayak benar-benar diusir gitu loh. Ini mah kayak gini.
Ketahuan dong.
Si GenG tinggalin Meteor aja dong. Ada kamera.
How does this work out? EJ as the Rays.
Tuh, ada trap tuh.
Really need to work together to bring us to a map 3.
Oh, dia udah
because,
keluarin
again,
flashnya cuy.
Single elimination now. If you're done, you are done.
Well, you got the paranoia out of Sylvan there off of that trapwire contact, trying to set up King for a pick here through the door, but wisely RRQ backing off of that.
Oh, nice
Some of
ban.
that toxic screen, and Sylvan
Cakep,
gonna
Bani.
get shut down by Blitz.
Kebe. Nice.
They're falling
Turret
back,
sih.
but
Jagain ada TGI dari B aman-aman.
they're going towards-
Tahan aling aja. Nah, berdua. Mantap.
trying to transition over, trying to
Mantap
get
guys.
some
Hancurin
lower.
flashnya.
GenG just setting up for a bit of
Ayo,
a
Ban,
retake.
Ketahuan satu, jetnya dari belakang, ketahuan tuh Ji tahu.
This is gonna be a little tricky for Meteor.
Bani mancingin.
Nice Bunny. Mantap
Now
cuy.
rotating
Ini
back
real.
around to
Wah,
G.
ini dia,
As
coy.
those
Cok,
faces
ini real,
covered.
Cok.
God damn.
Wah.
First win.
Cakep, coy.
Anjay, cium
That is
dulu,
off the day.
Cin. Ini
Off the
real,
day.
Cok.
Absolutely.
Bani is back, coy.
Iya, Cok.
Can you imagine?
That would be
Kill 3 Bani langsung.
Anjing.
So, yeah, but I mean, again, here, just really good diligence from the side of RRQ. Not falling for the trap at the door on the A side, and 2G covering the other door. That turret there to keep Meteor in check, to not allow him to get that free lurk through the middle of B there.
Oke, ambil C dulu.
That's a really solid pistol round. And GenG again, this is my concern here for GenG with this comp, is this defender side, just like we saw in Pearl, kind of had some struggles to kind of coordinate things.
Jangan kena ikut cuy. Jangan kena sheriff aja. Nice. Pit.
Yeah, definitely
Langsung
not.
hilang tuh pala ya. Tapi David yang bunuh kan Bani. Babi ini Bani.
Intentionally
Bani kan di
leaving
A,
this map
Kentot.
open.
Iya.
They've
Oh, ada line up ambil balik.
whether or not they're effective or
Turunin
smart,
Pokemon.
see it.
Turunin Ban.
A little bit less
Ah, lama bener.
pace with the way that they're traversing across the map compared to what we saw in Haven. Now taking things a little bit more slow, they take some opening picks and then they rotate back around off of it. They're not fully committing. In fact, this buys
Ini orang
some
gak ada
rotation
kenapa sih
away from
hidungnya
GenG.
anjing?
This is just round 2, but you can see some of the strategies coming
Nggak
forward.
tahu
Yeah, my
kesum.
concern here for
Hobi
GenG
banget
on this
kayak
defender
Budi aja
side
pakai
is
inhaler.
the layers of smokes
Kagak,
and
Cok, itu pakai
utility
tisu
that-
doang, anjing.
that RRQ
Iya.
has is really difficult to do.
Dia
The
emang
thing
bisanya
about Gecko is
dia pengen napas pakai
you're
satu
running this
lubang
initiator
hidung, Jok.
almost a triple initiator comp, right? With the Omen, with the Paranoia, it's like a pseudo initiator in some respects. So you're kind of like, I don't think able to take advantage of the Gecko utility as much as I'd like to see.
Anjing bagus banget call-nya.
With this comp, but still, the attacker side was quite good.
Dari A balik,
So, but I mean, with the Vipers,
ganggu C balik lagi.
utility,
Guys!
the Astro,
Ya Allah, itu udah dihancurin guys. Nah, untung di trade.
All right, at least he wakes up back at the wheel. It's gonna be
that's
DJ. Okay, back towards top of heaven. They
Ayo, Pit,
managed to
santai,
get
Pit.
the spike down.
Nice Pit. Atau lagi Pit.
it's not good to fall
Sikat.
in cars, Quack.
No. We don't do that.
Yeah, no.
King coming back through the door now, though.
I love that Quack. That was really, it's so funny because it's so visceral. It's
It's a saying.
I know it is. No. You're absolutely right. No.
Aduh.
Oh my God.
Nah,
Alright,
aman lah,
he's
mati
definitely
dua,
awake,
oke lah.
But still, I mean, TG is gonna put him down. RQ
Terus
just trying
Yagi
to make
nggak
it as
ada
clean
nggak
as
beli apa-apa
possible.
kan?
We're
Cuma
going
sheriff
on
doang.
in the
Ya, sheriff dong.
Yeah, and again, with this Viper in particular, you have so much map control. The Astra as well gives you a lot of flexibility with your smokes and your utility. Your post plan as well is going to be tricky here. So for GenG, like on this defender side, what my concern is that so much of this is going to
Bandel
on my ping.
some of these set plays to play off the initiator utility off of God Dead and TS and then the paranoias from Sylvan.
Flash twitch lu.
So certainly that can happen, but I need to see. I think I need to see a little bit more aggression here out of GenG. Sure, you can use the
Smoke
Disney
salah ya?
to get a little bit of info here, but again, the counter from RRQ is simple. It's to throw some. Oh my God, Flips! That is so brilliant.
Nice Ban. Ah, ini dia Cok. Ini waktunya Bani ngebantai nih.
Jauh, udah
Wasn't
di
detected by
ini cuy.
Wingman, but still TS was there to trade.
Dia
Coming
apaan sih?
back into it though, the spike is actually being delivered over onto C. You've got King as well as Sylvan. Paranoia already deployed. Now it comes down to the cyber cage and how well
Aduh,
he can
bareng dong, jangan Eja sendiri.
He's capable.
Nice Jai. Aduh,
And the
ketret
trades come
lagi.
true, and it's still gonna be Sylvan closing down the door in front of our RQ.
Ya bubarannya RRQ di luar bracket lagi, jangan dong. Aduh, jangan cuy.
Keeping track of RRQ on that C site, so a good little defensive getaway from King. But this is so smart from Flips. Again, he can use this controller utility so well to dodge this initiator utility potentially if it's set up properly.
Buset dah. Kayak ada jongkok-jongkoknya, ada orang-orang tuh kalau tembak kenapa ya?
Catching RRQ off guard. And instead, it's the opposite in this case. It's Flips catching GenG off guard, so they lose a
Bani memakai Odin kah? Oh, Hagai deh.
able to get in there and get the job done.
Guardian.
Menang nggak sih tuh?
Something
Enggak ya?
that we've been talking about
Enggak,
as
enggak.
well. I mean, for GenG, Sylvan back on the controller,
Nggak ada yang ngepick.
slowly coming awake as well. The thing about the rest of the GenG squad that I'm worried about though is how well can you recover? Meteor
Ini udah bagus sih. Kontrol map dulu. Gak bisa diambil balik.
Mereka dapat 2 kontrol loh, A sama C tuh. Lihat tuh.
Iya, tinggal nentuin doang ini.
Tinggal iya.
Oh, dicek. Nah, ketahuan nih, A-nya dikuatin. Cabut, Ban. Nice. Balik, Ban, balik. Balik ke C aja.
Lari.
Bareng-bareng. C-nya dapat. Nah, cakep nih. Ambil CT. Oke, ajak temen enggak, Jay. Ayo bunuh. Nice. Chill, ada granat. Nah, cakep. Udah ada. Ini harusnya roundnya RRQ sih 5 lawan 3. Misalkan jangan ngepick sendiri ya. Nice, Ban.
Jok, gue pasang foto Bani, Jok.
Ayo, Ban, bunuh lagi, Ban. Biar dia meteor, Ban. Cakep. Satu lagi, Ban.
Ban, nggak apa, Ban. Udah bagus, dapat 3, 2. Teori Almimar sama Tabata membak jongkok akurat. Apa sih?
They're reading this comp well. And I think kind of that pearl reveal from GenG hurting them a little bit. Sort of giving the information over to RRQ, right?
I can post plan.
Kind of have an idea of what to expect with this Gecko.
Yeah, I'm on City. I definitely think so.
Plus Pearl is floated, right? So that has to be something you're thinking about as RRQ coming into this match.
They keep trapping, kata dia. Dia mainnya trapping terus katanya.
Not too bad, but the other thing I'm thinking about is just this patience compared to how maybe a little bit jittery.
Pandang Sugetsu masih menjadi legend ya, tapi Sugetsu-nya busuk sekarang.
Again, backs the question, how does GenG recover? Because for now, they're getting a little bit antsy.
Kalah mulu. They keep trapping, bro.
Bener, Jok. Emang Bani, Jok.
Udah langsung ke A.
Lihat.
Udah banyak utility-nya itu. Udah ke aja, Teti trap. Dok dulu, pit. Masih ada 2 prowler.
Kelamaan.
Oke, Bani ulti. Hagai nggak boleh mati, Hagai. Kunci.
Ini juga nih.
Bengong ya.
Bengong lo ya. Tak udang.
Aduh, Hagai yang mati lagi.
Nice.
Cakep. Aduh, Ejay. Untung di trade. Jangan mati, Ban. Cakep, Ban.
Nice banget, Bani. Dia mundur jauh loh. Bagus loh dia.
Gets a shot down onto King, and that leaves Meteor in a 1-on-3 retake. Knows that there are players behind, and he also wants to hold on to the Vandal, so probably going for a save.
Has to at this point.
Do it.
Meteor 0 kill, cuy. Real, cuy.
But I think you might have saw a foot.
Pinged it.
Yeah. Might have saw the foot of the running Meteor. And
now
2G. Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say 2G's like, yeah, bro.
How are you doing, Meteor?
How's your aim right now, man? You look good on Haven.
That's something about Meteor.
Whoa!
Nice.
Kena, Cok.
Ada pisau ya? Meteor.
Nggak ada.
Dia ambil orb sih di A.
But now, when he has a quiet game, it's
di GB ini harusnya.
1-5 right now, and he cannot be feeling too great.
Yeah, and this is where I would like to see a timeout here soon from GenG, and a change of pace and a change of ideas. Like these trap plays are being completely avoided by RRQ. So now it's let's try something a little bit different.
Hagai yang ngebunuh nih sekarang nih yang non.
Oh, dia beli dulu. Nextnya ini deh. Nextnya pisau. Mau ditembusin kah?
But yeah, maybe not this round, right? Because it is an eco, but going forward, GenG I think needs to be a little bit more proactive here. Put a little bit more pressure, like we saw in Haven.
Whoa. Well, Jess said that she likes flashy duelists.
Jagain woi. What the fuck? Kenapa lihat kiri lagi?
that, not too shabby. And the rest of RRQ just trying to
Oh,
recover
nice
off
guy.
it. They find a shot onto
Udah ke
stairs.
beja, Hage tahan aja. Kok nggak larang buat udah.
Cosmic Divide now up. And it blocks off so much sound. I think Sylvan hears it and he calls for
Nggak
the
ketahuan.
hit on towards B.
Nice
Pushing
guy.
off pressure, but they
Harusnya
left
tahu satu
no
lagi.
more unchecked.
Man,
On the alert.
cakep.
Just two more. Zafiro
Sikat,
on the side
Pit.
as well, picks up one more.
Nah.
And another one to that. RRQ 5 rounds.
Ini Bang Pierce. Nih di atas ada nih. Lotus. Nih logonya GenG, berarti GenG yang pick Lotus.
Dia orang tuh mau trapping cuman gagal mulu trapnya, Jok. Kalian tahu trapping kan? Bukan Cypher pasang trap, kocak.
It is all RRQ all the time.
Definitely. Don't
You
want to
cannot goaling, bro.
GenG, not a lackluster Meteor. So hopefully this time out
You cannot
solve some of that. And like
Weh,
we were
Hage,
talking about
teriak,
before,
guy,
in
bukan-
some of these trap plays,
You cannot goaling,
what else can we
bacotin,
do?
Jok.
How do we go for something a little bit different? And Bile's going to discuss some of that right now.
So I'd say there's two options for me for GenG. One is go for aggressive pushes, kind of again flash and dash, or use the gecko utility to kind of stagger a push. maybe
Ya,
with
mini
some-
games, benar,
maybe with some
Dexler.
smokes. But then the other
Ada
option is
setupannya
completely
gitu.
crazy. Like don't set up these traps, don't waste your initiator utility on trying to catch RRQ out. Play a little bit safe, play a little bit defensively.
Yeah.
And then try to use the, basically set up a trap in the counter, in the retake. Go for that kind of thing.
Maybe that's what they're setting up for towards the A site. Now, again, it's this toxic screen that Flips consistently puts out.
Tenggelam ke di kursi itu babi loh Andi ya.
Because causes a bit of confusion. It is a Korean team, though, so, I mean, we kind of want to see what we saw in Haven with how
Main
they're a little
RRQ.
more fluid rather than
Mang
regular
ya.
structure. Going more
Terus
aggressive.
timnas nggak tahu. Nice, Ban. Itu dia Ban ya.
Just crying
Iya,
somewhere in Korea right now. On the other side, though, it's going to be the dark cover that kind of allows for Meteor to peek through. He
Anjing
wants
nyelip
to
dia, berani
claim
banget.
revenge for his fallen
Hati-hati nih.
brethren. But on the other side,
Aduh,
RRQ
benar lagi.
rotating through. They're got Mound,
Nice,
and they're
guy.
trying to push into
Ada
C.
lagi, guy.
There'll be more again on the
Tak.
lurk, still so
Satu
sharp.
lagi, guy.
Double kill.
Sikat, guy.
Oke, guys. Nice, guy.
And
Push
then
terus
6 wins
sampai
for RRQ.
lobang.
This is off of Bile's time out, and they weren't expecting that wall banging Odin.
No, neither was I. That's a really cool little angle that Flips found with that Odin, and that is absolutely ridiculous.
Come on, that's all he did.
Pinging it out. That's not fair, man. Like, can you push that? Yeah, and I mean, at this point, they know that, again, like I talked about, GenG probably wants to get aggressive off the back of this timeout, try to recreate what was working. on
What's
A.
up?
And RRQ Ewok doing a good job, really good job preparing his team for it.
My goodness.
Lubang apa, Yor? Lubang
Can't feel too good, and off of that, now
Kematian,
you're
Cok.
thinking, do we want to go for early round aggression? They're trying to
Aduh, kena stun lagi.
This time it works.
Karet banget.
Odin's no
Satu
longer
kadang
apa?
najis banget loh dia
Now we
punya
only gotta
bocil
worry
itu.
about C-side.
Ya Allah, Ejay.
Unfortunately whiffs and hits the pillar, but Meteor is
Astagfirullahalazim.
still alive, still online.
Tembok gak ada salah di ulti, Cok.
Lockdown in place, and they are forced to respect it.
But now you have the Rolling Thunder
Tembok
set up
di
for
ulti
this
hancur,
retake.
kayak lu pikir
Get a
main
neural
gunbon,
theft,
anjing.
get deep enough into the site as well. On the back of this, God dead, flash and go.
Lord
X-Barrel
AJ gimana nih?
ready? No.
It's just gonna be the Guardian that did
mau
it,
ditembak, anjing.
who was forced to still watch down the sides.
Winnable ini, Cok.
Not quite gonna go his way.
Wow.
Though, look at this. Just spraying
Nice.
on
Nice.
Nebula. 2 kills. Make
Aduh, kenapa? Ayo, satu lawan satu. Ayo, ada pull.
Backs up on towards Mound.
Chill, ada pull.
Placement. All he needs
Kecepatan,
is
jing.
calculated.
Gue bingung loh sama orang
Oh!
yang baru di tap langsung di pull. Dihitung dulu 1, 2, baru tarik, jing. Jangan buru-buru, nggak ngerti nih orang nih. Back to prime kah, Ejay? Ejay is back kah? Enggak, itu pullnya kecepatan, baru di tap langsung di pull. Sayang, padahal bisa ngebuang waktu 2 detik lah. Pokoknya total defense itu 7 detik.
Enggak, gua bingung dah.
Pas mau ke half,
Kenapa dia mau ngelawan gitu ya?
harusnya ngumpet kan, ya.
Iya.
Harusnya itu kalau dari awal sampai setengah tuh 4 detik. Dari setengah ke ini 3 detik. Jadi masih ada ngebuang waktu by item 2 detik lumayan lah. 2 detik 3 detik.
We learned our lesson. Fool me once.
Aduh, ngeri banget cuy. Tai cuy.
Oh, nice trade. Wah, Bani udah jadi pembunuh meteor, Jok. Di map ini. Hancurin trap dulu, oke. Ulti apa tuh? Wih, dia udah ulti, sikat aja C ya. Sikat. Awas trap ya, awas trap
Cuma satu terus ini.
Tadi trap udah hancur. Ban. Di Free Fire sama Bani, tapi takut kalah posisi sih Bani.
Just trying to buy the attention away while the spike
Mundur
gets
dong,
planted on
biar
C site.
jalan dong.
This is a bit of timing.
Enggak ya, udah mati ya kill ya, tolong.
Udah mati.
Set up their post.
Ayo Ban, jaga terus Ban. Sikat Ban, mantap Ban.
The rest of GenG trying to push through spawn as well as waterfall. But are
Mantap
you
ya Jai.
ready? who's trained
Aduh,
down,
ada granat tadi.
Sylvan able to find the
Saving
trade,
sih
but
pasti,
in with another
nah.
quick peek, but without
Susah,
the-
Nice.
without the timing on their side and an operator that they're wanting to hold on to, they're gonna fall back.
Yeah, they need to play for the extra 2 rounds here. The economy is just too bad for GenG, so these guns have to be saved to try to turn this into potentially a 7-5, but you know,
27.
8-4 is a little more likely in terms of if they're able to turn this half around. They've already invested a timeout, so GenG's kind of left up to TS, who's
Ada granat kagak dipakai, dah heran.
at times kind of
Apanya sih?
can struggle
Oh.
to keep this GenG team.
Tadi posisinya
Rada susah juga, takut dikejar gitu kan.
He's gonna
Iya.
trust that this attacker side is gonna be like what we saw in Pearl, that it'll be good, it'll be strong. that they're
time
ready
out
for it.
manja
Instead,
manis.
he wants to try to squeeze out as much as he can out of this defender side, knowing that it's the weaker side.
Udah 2 kali timeout ya dia.
Gotta make it count though. You only got like
Ya,
about
dua
60
kali.
seconds to discuss this through. Dad comes in, are you winning, son? You're definitely not. But I mean, like
That's
you're
my job
talking
to
about
ask
it, right?
people that. All right, I'm the old man here. I ask people if they're winning, son.
Well, 7-2.
I don't have to ask you that, Quack. I know you're winning.
Iya minimal lah, minimal maksimal 3 digit lah
It's the
like-nya.
nicest thing I've said to anyone ever. just ask Kilios. I don't
David
say
kenapa
that.
mati sama spek emang iya cuy? Gak tau lagi tos-tosan kali atau
Not on
nge-lag kali.
air. I'm a completely different person on air than I am behind the scenes.
Look, right now, what's nice.
Tutup
is
muka langsung.
some
Wah.
timeouts, trying to intervene and fix certain things for GenG. But on RRQ side, again, that Odin
Kenapa
being
emang,
so
Cok? Pengen lihat ya?
aggressive. Meteor
Agak
still
hobi
has
banget
an
anjing.
operator. How do you work your way around it? Are we gonna go in for some quick peeks outside of A?
Cok, ini Cok.
And
Ini
then
yang bener-bener
for
telur
King,
nih.
conversely, on the other
Telur
side, I
ini,
mean, he's
Cok.
been doing a pretty good job at anchoring for
Ini
a couple
gokil,
moments,
Cok.
but
Gua kasih tau
the
ya.
C-side
Anjir,
is a little
dia
bit more
kontrol A
difficult.
sekarang. Gak mau dari kiri anjir.
One away from another cosmic divide.
Karena ada Odin.
TS one away from the Thresh. So
Just a quick prowler along with satchels into the B side instead.
Oke, nice granat.
Unfortunately, Lil Homie's
Kejepit.
not gonna mind all too much.
Gila, langsung
Oh.
bola udah itu.
Is that a judge I see?
Udah nih, David udah enak itu posisinya.
Block them off.
Mau buta juga.
Spike's already been planted.
La Allah Akbar.
Cok, lu kenapa nge-jinx, Cok, bangsat.
Cok, itu udah paling gimana caranya Jets bisa kalah anjing?
Gak tahu, Cok. Dia tetep mati, Cok.
Flips with the Odin, just locks out the top
Gak mungkin
bumper, and
Cok, tapi
round 10, Meteor
ini semua di ini
running out
semua.
of chances to make
Yang
use
penting
of
menang
this
round ya?
operator, so rotating
Iya.
back, it's gonna be-
Gua kacau kemarin Apexnya serem ya sama pro player. Iya betul Bang Dri.
that's not good. That's not good after that timeout. To lose that round, to lose the op, to lose the economic advantage, or not advantage, but economic stability that you had. And it's a good paranoia there from Sylvan, but EJ just holding an angle, able to just spray that door. Kind of expecting him, and right away 2GE.
Mantap, mantap, mantap.
Bani nggak ada reaksi Bani menang round. Babi lu Ban ya.
Where it is. So we can shut it down if we get ahead of it. And oh, please not again.
Gak cuy, ini udah mantap cuy.
It can't not. It can't.
Nah, TS surely.
Surely not. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Gak berani ngapek ya.
Look how much space you get off this.
Exactly, it's a lot of noise. You got the toxic screen. The rest of the team gets to push up front. But what's the rest of GenG gonna do?
Minimal like 3 digit, Yor. Ya, jangan lupa like adik-adik. Tahu gratis juga tapi like tinggal pencet.
Such a good
Bangsat.
like difference from what we saw in Haven with this.
Wah 7i di epak nih.
Maybe get a kill, maybe
Oh,
not.
he's gonna get pinched.
Di-able nih
From
7G.
pillar and the back.
Bisa ngapa-ngapain
He's
itu
gonna have to
gini
be
nih.
careful.
Aduh, dapat
Able to
satu
get
doang.
one, and then
Oke
got
sih.
it, sniped him down with a Marshall from behind.
Nice,
Oh,
Jay.
mantap, mantap.
Quick work of this
Dapetin
Dah.
CT ya, dapetin
Begin to
CT ya.
push further
Ketahuan
down
gak sih,
spawn. 2G
flank
calling,
ada 2 lah.
but actually GenG
Minimal
are
maksimal.
pushing to attacker spawn.
Well, and GenG certainly going to make a go of this. Only a couple rounds left in the half. If they could somehow turn this
Nah,
round
Cok,
around.
jangan kayak gitu, Cok. Aduh. Kenapa yang ini lihat ini kentot? Jelek banget posisinya dah.
Trying to bail EJ out if this doesn't go well.
Ah.
Doesn't matter.
They're just watching every possible angle because they know this is
Jay jangan mati. Nice.
and having that double setup as well, one in front, the other watching from the back. EJ gets to do a lot of the work, and he picks up those wins for RRQ. We're at a 9-2 right now. We were talking 8-4. This could go at 10-2 actually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, GenG just can't find answers no matter what they try. I mean, they've definitely tried to vary it. They've definitely given different looks to RRQ, but RRQ
Mantap coy, bantai balik coy.
And again, it's a compositional difference here that really I want to
9-2
highlight
anjing.
the fans at home that is making a big difference here in this
Oh,
situation.
no.
Of course, the triple operator. This is just RRQ things, man.
Okay,
They love this stuff.
APAC things, Pacific things.
But then they've got the guns to back it
Pacific
up. So they
Things
can
gak
find these
anjing.
picks
Dikira
and
Odin
then switch
Pacific
back
Things
over to
kocak,
right.
Cok.
Nice,
Babi,
Jai.
komentator.
We kind of saw a little bit
Oh,
of it
bener
at
sih.
Ascension Pacific. We're seeing it here, and I mean, if you got the money, just make it rain.
Oh, dia sengaja bikin kayak oh, dia udah rotate di C nih karena C-nya mati.
Sitting
Tapi
behind.
terlalu cepet gak sih cancelnya?
They didn't quite fully dig into the piggy bank, but
Nggak tahu.
chilling. I mean, they don't need to push out. They can wait GenG out, try to force out some utility. Meteor with the Blade Storm.
Duh, Bloodstorm-nya bisa nahan spasi lagi gitu.
Oh,
Wah, anjing miss guys.
Yep.
But he
Ya Allah.
gets the shot off the EJ anyway. Okay, Meteor starting to wake up a little bit, but down to 26 HP, and Flips is just making sure that he's gonna be pushed into
Aduh, ada yang jagain.
Satu-satu ya absen. Yuk. Exmero hadir.
How many operators do you guys have now? Meteor just
Jadi ini dia coy. Jadi dosen.
30 seconds left on RRQ.
Daily mission. Apaan tuh?
Yes, they were bought behind it. I figured they were, but wasn't 100% sure.
10-2 lah, 10-2.
Sliding in.
Cok, jangan 93, Cok. Aduh, ngeri-ngeri.
Iya, ngeri.
Oh,
Wah, anjing apaan tuh?
Anjing dia malah keluar loh.
Remaining, and Meteor's looking to
Keluarin tuh wingman Nah.
shutting out the
Nah.
Makan tuh.
No, sir.
Nasi pakai siomay.
This is our home, 10-2.
And X-Barrel
Mantap,
just-
Pit.
Di ruang tamu ada nyokap pas
See him
bilang
out of
kan.
the corner of my eye.
Mana ada gue ngomong
He
kocak.
let loose a roar there, and well-deserved here. I mean, just a complete...
Kemarin karir ade lu gue kelarin
what a tale
karirnya,
of two
sekarang
maps.
giliran
You
lu
know,
telur.
from Haven now over here to Lotus, the changes, the mental reset as well. It's really interesting. I heard a couple of very fascinating things when I went to use the restroom during the break.
Nice. Plan kata David.
Really good for GenG was what I was hearing.
Percaya teman.
Really well coordinated. The energy was good. There wasn't a lot of sort of complaining and some of the things that frankly.
Ini baru Lotusnya RRQ coy, gacor.
I bumped into him and I just
Pusing lu,
kinda,
pusing lu.
shrugged my
22
shoulders.
cuy.
I'm like, oh man, that map didn't go your way. He's like, yeah, it's fine, reset. Like there was no hesitation. Like he was not down about it at all. He wasn't beating himself up. He just said, "Ah, man, we're gonna reset. We're fine."
100%.
Yeah, it's a great attitude to have.
We heard about that before from champions like Buzz, that you really just got to start the new map on a clean slate, and 2GE is one of those guys that's definitely done so. I mean, the presence that he
Mantap,
has
2G
with this
Toge
map,
nih.
yes, it's a lot of backline support, placing down some
Oh
stars.
iya ya, tahu
When
gue ya.
you watch how Lotus in this first half was played out, I mean, first of all, a bit of that secondary
Harus
squad,
sambil
and
makan
sometimes
sukro, iya cuy.
just being the
Real.
clutch player.
Waduh.
to
Ini
enter
emang
down
harus-
the
ini
site
emang-
post plant positions.
Ada yang kuat Cimanjah
He's
coy.
also on flank watch
Ini
sometimes.
gokil, Cok. Ini,
Yeah,
Cok.
yeah. You're reading my mind again. I mean, it's those two things that have
Makan
been so
basreng lu
impactful
dah.
here for 2G, and he's been so
Anjing
good
basreng makaroni ngehe enak banget ya.
for Emin.
Emang iya.
Enak
Today in
banget.
particular, just
Kriuk
absolutely
enak
brilliant on
banget.
this Astra.
Demi
So
apapun.
impactful.
Lu harus
The
coba.
timing with his utility has been brilliant, but what's even more brilliant is
Kok
just
Kevin
his-
ke Surabaya dia, ada event kan? Sama Rayak.
Scoreboard, but I gotta say, I mean, Flips and EJ, along with some of these impactful frags, that Odin will Will we see it
Macaroni
again in the
ngehe.
second half? I mean,
If we get there.
if we get there.
If
that's right.
anybody ever gets enough money.
First of all,
Basreng, bakso goreng,
if
kocak.
RRQ picks
Yang
up
basah
this
apa yang kering
pistol,
gimana?
That's it.
Oh yeah, then it's GG go next. Go to Ascent and then I'm telling you what.
Welcome to membership, Andi. GG, coy.
We're in for another banger. I think we're in for another OT banger, my friend. Oh god. Like the desk was talking about, it's like 50-50 for both of these teams on that map. And
Ususnya enak.
I don't think it'll be
Di macaroni ngehe, nah enak anjing.
Oh,
Waduh, ketahuan lagi dua.
wow. Dizzy and dash into
Gila
sight.
mundurnya bagus banget.
Iya, tapi yang basrengnya yang basreng itu cuma kriuk doang. Waduh. Guys, Pit.
Boy.
Aduh, balik badan.
Well, Elmore able to get his one.
Itu si David udah teriak tuh tadi.
Coming through alive on this first pistol take. Feeling the pressure, GenG turns the dial
Nah,
up to
Bang.
11.
Bani!
Clips now coming through.
Gila kan, Bani bunuh dia mulu kan?
Though, and I think that's something that maybe RQ aren't expecting. TS
Nice, Bani!
Wingman.
Oh, mantap gak? Aduh.
TS flicks upwards. We're down to the one-on-one. Paint shells refreshed though, and
Nah.
it's EJ.
Bantai balik coy.
Out of the nebula, instant flick.
That paint shells just ended GenG's hopes
Lihat
of
TikTok
winning
ntar ya.
this round. Or winning this map, I mean. The round and the map, both.
I mean, they gotta force this.
Yes. 100% they're forcing here. I already see a bulldog.
Ini dia cok bantai-bantai.
It's a good start. Meteor, great awareness for that corner. But that paint shells, I think there's maybe a gravity well or something in there.
Net elbow ban.
Catch it. But something to weaken them up.
Looks like it, yes.
Lagian udah dapet malah di
And that's
apa?
the combo, right? With the rays. The Astra and the
Udah
Fate.
dapat malah di ini lagi.
It's an RRQ that had a 0%
Ditinggal.
Lotus win rate. Now coming back in this fashion, just to extend their lives in this lower bracket of LCQ.
Iya, udah enak.
Not something that
Kan
we don't
awalnya
mind
di
at all.
binus tuh.
GenG on the other hand with their force, it's TS and Meteor on the Bulldog. Looking
Ior nggak ada
for
fokus.
any
Kenapa
kind of
Haris?
opening.
Ior.
We're going to make another go here, at least initially. No pressure on any other side of the map, so once contact is made, RRQ can kind of reinforce it, and yeah, the
Anjing
first
kombonya.
sends GenG packing. They do not want to be walking through any of that Viper utility if they can help it, you know, with the
Oh my god.
damage that's going to be coming out of
Cacat
those
anjir.
other guns, out of the Bulldogs and those Vandals.
Ini
Masa
ketahuan.
silit nggak mungkin
Down
tahu.
to EJ on the
IJ jangan jatuh ya, itu vandalnya.
that could potentially use to block them off for a second.
Ya Allah.
Nothing up though, and it's gonna bypass
Nice
so
pick.
much. Zafiro comes in with a Bulldog of his own.
Ikat
Nice
pit.
And bursts them down. 3 already deleted.
Aduh.
And then Goddead comes in for the trade. Everyone's arrived.
Eh,
on the
Tuji.
scene, however, and with the
Satu lagi loban, ban, loban.
pepper them full of holes.
Nice.
Nice, buddy.
Not expecting the angle upwards, flips, puts the team at match point.
Okie dokie, well, I think we can confidently say
Oke,
that we
map
know
3
where this
coy.
map is heading, unless we have the most epic comeback in VCT Pacific
Odin
history
langsung
in front
dia.
of us, which, I mean, I'm about it if it happens, but it's not the most likely thing. So, yeah, there's that Odin. We got to it.
Okay.
Because the money's been so good. The rounds have been good enough here for
Those 2
RRQ.
kills. Flips getting the last 2. But I mean, just thinking about it, this is what we kind of talked about. When GenG has a great start, they are amazing. However, with such a rocky performance now, they're struggling to come back, and 12-2.
Anjing curang cok,
Got
bisa
nothing
balik.
left in the bank, nothing left. Your pockets are emptied. You got TS on a Bulldog, maybe Goddead on a Guardian, and once more, just RRQ not giving them any openings. Oh,
Oh, no.
oh, ooh, oh, wallbang, oh, poison
najis.
cloud, and
Oh,
they are
najis.
Ah.
Oh, gila, coy.
Meteor still not finding the back though.
Waduh.
He comes in with the blades. He's not backing down. Zafiro just
Nggak mungkin
comes
kali ya.
in through.
Nggak
for
mungkin
one.
lah, darah 26.
Now this is the
3 lawan
last guy
1.
left alive. Look at
Aman,
how
Cok.
they're stacked up onto each other.
Nice.
Oh, around the
Mampus.
door.
Map 3 coy.
And you will revolve around the planet because RRQ
Itu dia baru Bani ya.
went for a spin. They closed this map. Was it 13-2?
Cok ini
Again.
real cok. Ini real cok.
It's just
Itu dia
phenomenal
RRQ
stuff
ya.
From RRQ and playing this comp to perfection against GenG's comp, reading it
Real
from
banget gak
the
sih?
get-go
Gue punya foto.
of how
cuy.
the get-go was going to be played. And it's just, again, not only do you have the smokes and the other things to kind of help protect you from this high initiator, these flashes and these other things that are
Keluarganya dapat ya?
GenG's comp, but also you have stall here on the defender side with the Fade utility,
Buff ini, Cok.
with the Astra utility, so you can, you know, if there is the push from the initiators, if that Dizzy comes out, if those flashes or the fault line come out from Godhead, you can respond with the gravity well, you can respond with the seeds. All these things in place to then delay
Keluarganya Bani, muka lu.
again to just essentially nullify GenG's most crucial utility.
You're right, there's just so much synergy with EJ and his paint shells along with these two controllers, and you know, Zafiro as the initiator as well. It works amazingly. Elvimore on the lurk as well is another thing that was a thorn in the sides of GenG. So although looking at the score chart right now, Meteor was topping the kills at 14 and 267 ACS for First Bloods. But the rest of his team, that Gecko, who was so silent.
Yeah, it just wasn't impactful, and we never even really got to the attacker side where, again, we saw it be impactful.
Apa itu switch-nya cuy?
But here on Lotus, just the defender side was too weak. But that's okay. The
RRQ
GenG was
apa?
so confident.
He's a chamber, dude.
Dude, that guy is... He had a good day today. I mean, if he was watching the first match.
RRQ selalu di hati anjay.
A lot to cheer about. I'm seeing RRQ flags out in the audience here today. A lot of signs. So this is crazy. I love it when the RRQ fans come because they're so loud.
Wah, ini
they're so
pasti
passionate.
ininya nih, GG.
Every time they're here, it's just a treat.
I mean, you have to be, right? In a
Emang iya Andi itu artinya babit Andi ya?
kind of what Jess was talking about. This is what they do, and it really inspires. It really hypes up the spirit of the RRQ players. The thing is, though,
Minum dulu
this
ah,
was
bentar ah.
13-2. Yes, it is a 13-2.
Coachnya bagi sini
RRQ
Cong.
also lost their following maps against Zeta Division yesterday. They're gonna need a lot more energy going into map 3.
Yeah, and hopefully there's some things that RRQ was able to learn from yesterday. Some, you know, micro mistakes, like communication things potentially that they're able to very quickly identify and address, and maybe get themselves over the line this time around on Ascent. But I mean, my gut tells me here that this is going to be a long one.
I kind of feel it too. I mean, just
Mani kacau gini habis ngecas ah.
I mean, with the way that these teams play this
Mungkin
map,
ya.
I mean, first of all, the composition's kind of been optimized for the longest time.
Ngecas
now,
HP.
just perhaps with 2GE going with maybe slightly different controllers or slightly different styles.
Think about the stakes.
Exactly.
You lose this map and you're done for the year.
That's why they're going to come at this full
Yoi,
force.
biar
So
seru Bang
we're gonna
Mamba.
give the team some time to prep up and some time for us too, while the desk comes back in after this break with their analysis. Don't go away. We will be back after this.
Spike down. It's not good to capable. Then the trades come through, and it's still going to be Silk.
Jess said that she likes flashing duelists and Meteor as well. Picks up one more aggressive with some of these plays. But oh my, they're gotten found and they're trying to push it to C. Elvimore again on the lurch, still so sharp. A double kill, make that a little watch down the sights, but unfortunately it's not quite going to go his way. Just spraying lurk. Elvimore gets straight in and the back. He's going to have to be careful. Down the marshal from behind. Rest of the play. They know this is potentially where they look at it. Now watching the play, as well as Waterfall. But are you ready for an EJ?
Iya nih, like dulu lah, jangan nipu Cok.
Oh my god, and then the one-on-one. He just refreshed though, and you're updrafting up though. And it's gonna bypass so much. Zafiro comes in with a bulldog of his own, and he's just full of holes. King! Meteor still not fighting back though. And how they're stacked up onto each other. Oh, around the...
Tadi map 3 apa Cok? Aduh, Ascent lagi. Astagfirullahalazim.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Ya Allah. Nadar Ascent kah?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull give me. Emang RRQ Ascent-nya jelek. Lah itu ke comeback kemarin. Oh iya, di Jogja belum ada basreng. Kemarin kalah. Ya harusnya ditonton sama RRQ sih. Asennya apa GenG.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Apa nih Tachikawa? Menit coy. Wah, Caca digangguin Lamka ya? Emang Lamka nggak wajar. Om satu itu cok. Iya kabur itu. Nah, mulai cek.
Hello, it is VCT, last chance qualifier, and both of these teams are just not letting us be right about any of our analysis. GenG did not win that map that they picked, which is Lotus. RRQ ended up completely flipping that around, stomping their gecko into the ground. Damn.
Whoa.
That was a real brutal
like
way of putting it.
Poet and you weren't even aware of it. Wow.
No, I just, woo, words.
I mean, look, it's kind of funny, right? Because you would expect the first map to
Kata Ior
kind
tadi,
of
Lamka.
look like what the next map would look like, right? Like, and instead we have complete and total polar opposite results here. We have GenG dominating in game 1, and we go, oh wow, I guess, you know, we were all kind of wrong about where they were at.
Yang penting hasilnya nggak kayak
flips it on its head. This is an insane
Zeta
series.
lawan
I think
Zeta dah.
it's impossible now to call who's going to win this series as we go into game 3.
It's funny because this screen is actually a mirror image of how GenG looked on map 1, and they were on the left side of the screen. So if you're looking at this and you're like, whoa, like the first kills especially, that was a lot of their
Sikat Lamka.
GenG in map number 1. Now RRQ was like, oh, I like that. How about I make that my win condition because it works so well for you in map number 1. How about we just push you aggressively, take that space, take your, take Meteor off the map. A lot of the time that was the person that was really stopping them from entering in map
Wah,
number
udah
1.
kelar ya,
This
13-2.
is almost a mirror image of how it was in map number 1. So I'm really interested
Map
that
3
RRQ
apa
has
nih,
been able
Cok?
to flip it in their
Asen lagi.
Yeah, that's
Aduh,
right. And
kenapa Asen
GenG
mulu
really
dah?
stepped up. We were remarking about this in the green room. Elmi Moore,
Iya.
2G, just, really stepping up to that plate there, stopping GenG often in their tracks. And you were talking about this too, Jess. You wanted to see more like strategic plays come out of them and not just like a full-on, S in the FPS. So,
Cok, ayo Cok, mulai Cok.
I think I don't know how Sen's gonna go because Sen they both lost yesterday.
Pengen ini nih,
You're
cuy.
trying to
This
put
time they both lose. We've never seen it before.
Victoria's trying to put sense to the madness.
I know.
And
Kamera
you're
Cypher lagi.
like, oh, it's not whimsy,
Tining.
it's controlled chaos. And I'm like, yeah, where's the controlled? Where's the control part
They
of
need
this
controlled
series?
whimsy is what they need.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, you
Cok,
can see
sama
all of
Pudi
them
marah-marah,
talking
Cok.
about it. Obviously, there's some big body language happening there
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
that map, and I would
He's
be
like, my
too.
cousin's this tall. I don't know what he's trying to tell him. What was it?
Pretty sure he's not saying that, but if he is, hey, look, no judgment at all. You need a little bit of happiness and fun before the game, but I'd be pretty serious. If I'm in there, GenG, my map pick, and...
Weh, Haris,
I'm
lu
map number
dukung
1, so
GenG, kenapa
that
tulisannya
is
GenG?
absolutely demolished. And by using the same medicine that you were using in map number 1, taste of your own medicine is
Aduh,
not good.
ini lagi
So
gua
for
apa sih
GenG,
namanya?
I'd be really
Sariawan,
upset if I
anjing.
was them. Yeah.
Wah, kayak
In fact,
giliar.
let's have a closer look at some of these plays in round 2. Tasteless 2GE, continues to pop off, getting that spike down, and we see a lot of good team play come together here.
I mean, it was really an incredible thing to see the fact that they were able to string together the number of victories that they did. We thought, for a little bit, okay, we're gonna have to figure out if we can even get a GenG highlight in here. But in the
Ini dia tol banget sih. Si TS nih jago nggak sih sebenarnya?
Jago.
Kayak cacat gitu dari kemarin dah.
Dari
tadi, dari tadi doang, kemarin jago dia.
It's not just that it's like a back and forth, it's like black and white on either side.
You know what's interesting about this is that the way I watch clips like that, a good clip
Nama
by the
hitam
way,
nggak tahu
the way
gua.
I watch clips like that, I'm like, this weirds me out because Haven is their best map by far, right? And so I'm like, okay, you looked.
Gue cuma tahu
looks like you'd been
yang
there for the
tengah.
first time ever. You get on this
Siapa yang
map,
tengah?
a map you've never won. You've lost
Civic
it every
namanya,
time
Victoria.
you've tried and attempted to go there, and you look like you know exactly where every single
itu
one of your
ketemu di
opponents is coming
Turki.
from. I'm confused. Did you scrim it a lot? Are there secrets unbeknownst to us here? The stats are lying, I guess. We just throw away the papers. We don't
Cok
do
ini
stats
nggak ada
here
INDOPRIDE,
anymore.
Cok.
RRQ
Ada aja
says
dukung
no,
GenG,
so
Cok.
I guess we just do with whatever they put
Siapa?
on our screen now.
Yeah, that seems like it's gonna be how it goes. But we're gonna continue on with this. RRQ had some really great executes.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly what you were calling for in this. And
Yes.
yeah, so let's
Di
go into round 15
kepalanya.
with a great example. In fact, how they ended it.
I mean, I really want to talk about the utility usage because, again, it felt like they understood this map fundamentally. And I think for the side of GenG, I think that took them off guard. I think a lot of what was thrown at them is one of those things you're like, okay, is this what we were expecting? We were expecting more, run and gun. And when we didn't get that, I really like their C hits. I like the way that they prep for it. I like the way that they coordinate for it. And I like the way that the utility is primed and ready for it. The way that they come in and whatnot. And on the reverse of it, I think RRQ is able to be able to plan with the KJ really
Nomor sama
well.
siapa aja bang? Sama Kaco doang?
I just wouldn't push him. At the end of the day, I would say, where's the KJ set up? Cool, we don't go there. From now on, we decide not go there. It's a 3-site map.
Kok ada suara apa lagi tuh?
Oh, I
Suara
think
caster
GenG really were thrown off by how well RRQ knew this map. How could you have known they knew this map? No analyst in the world could have looked at any of these numbers and thought that they knew the map as well as they played it. So it's a big shout out to RRQ and probably a big shout out to their coaches.
I really want to go back and look at that clip of the pep talk we saw when we had the cameras in the room because, again, RRQ, all the players' heads are down. They're listening very deeply to what Coach Ewok is saying, and man, it worked. They came out and they really killed it. So I don't know what to expect in these next games, but maybe RRQ can keep the streak going.
Yeah. But we have to talk about a key player. It's got to be 2GE, and we're talking about this backstage. We're just really happy to see him rise to the occasion.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're not a fixed player in a roster as well. Like, I don't know what it's like. Like, 6-man rosters, 7-man rosters have only really come into fruition in the last couple of years, properly in FPS. Before that, it was like, yeah, we'll just keep 5-man, and that's how we run things. Now that you sub these players in and out a lot, especially in the APAC region, it must be a lot.
Kenapa nanya nama apart gua sih?
Siapa?
Gak tahu dari tadi nanya alamat, nanya ini.
Ngapain,
Cok? Buat apa?
Yeah, you make a good point. When you have
Kuret lagi terbang deh katanya.
right? It's always a little uncomfortable when
Surabaya.
you get called in because it's a lot of pressure, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, clearly the team can already function without you, but to see him come in like this and play as well as
Mulai dong.
that's really exciting, and it shows a lot of promise there for RRQ.
Definitely, and we're gonna see if he continues on, on the stage going.
Mau dikirimin mobil boleh.
I believe he will remain in. And Ascent is sort of an interesting one. We saw a really long series yesterday for RRQ and Zeta. This is when we saw that crazy back and forth when both teams went full into overtime, the longest in the Pacific League anyway. You saw this sort of checkered scoreboard where neither could win defense for the longest time, and then they ended eventually losing that out. I don't know if there's some kind of exhaustion there, but on the other side, GenG also
on the
had
clock
a really
with the body dance.
good loss against Team Secret on that scene. Very
Banggil mana? Wah.
It's really,
Gak ada
really
fokus dia.
balanced between them. Like I threw a couple of sheets away. Luckily, one of them wasn't the one that has all the
Sariawan
numbers.
pakai apa ya, guys,
Oh
ya?
God, where's the one? No, I
Olahraga
kept
menang
it here. I
baca
didn't
Twitter
show it.
Meteor.
But looking at the numbers, I've almost
Kenapa
never
baca-
had an
kenapa lu
Excel
jadi
sheet where numbers are this
provokator,
balanced on both
Cok?
teams on a map. even down to the attacking and defensive win rate, completely balanced. And on a map like a
Meteor jadi penengah, kenapa lu bacotin dia, anjing?
Lose their attacking half. That's
Cok
okay.
ayo cok map 3 cok mulai.
No, we need to be watching both halves of this map because both of these teams have proven that that's how they win on Ascent, which is unusual.
Jangan kayak bocil, cok.
It's a map that's
Lu
been
kayak gitu
around
tuh sambil
forever.
nganu
We've
bocil,
seen a lot of
anjing.
games for both these teams on this. I think it really could go either way. I hope we don't have like another 13-2.
Yeah, that would
I would
be
like
sad.
to have a real back and forth here. Again, it is so odd to have two games back-to-back that are completely one-sided, but the other team wins the next time around. So, again, when you have results that have been this chaotic and this weird, I think it's really impossible to predict what's going to happen. But fingers crossed, we have a longer, more dramatic match.
This is it, guys.
Kemarin kan
Kandistatin apaan, Cak?
kemarin kan kalah si GenG lawan Secret Ascent-nya.
I was gonna say, nothing could be more balanced than a mirror composition, mirrored attack defense win rate, mirrored overall map win rate. I mean, at this point, you could toss a coin and maybe you were right.
It's going to be a matter of who wore it better.
Right? Who's got the better Sova Odin?
Kandistatin.
It's going to be a
Bagus
Sova
ya?
Odin off here.
Berarti Bani latihan Jepang, apa yang di attack macam makanya cok orang mereka udah bayar-bayaan.
Whoa, stop saying that. They're just
No, the floor opens up, all the players fall into a pit. It's crazy. You guys didn't know about that? They
I
didn't tell
didn't
you?
know. What?
Balas dendam tuh nggak bagus.
Oh my goodness. All right, well,
Itu memicu
whether they're
pertengkaran.
eliminated or they're tossed into a shark pit below them, I think
Bani sorot terus Baninya.
on their shoulders.
Yeah, the stakes are really high right now, but it's good to see RRQ still has some smiles.
Ayo cuy, final game do or die, last map. BO1 sikat ya.
That's it. You know what? Enjoy your moments on the stage. And map 3 of this best of 3. We're gonna go over to our casters, Quack and Paper Thin.
Bagus-bagus saja. Dulu tuh bagus Abotil, cuman katanya nggak bagus. Buat apa gitu?
I mean, yes, maybe they're gonna fall into a pit, but I mean, it is a game. The main thing is
Bantaran Jepang juga nggak kerasa cok, cuma balik-balik gambar. Apaan sih?
Kayak yang tengah tahu IG-nya Victoria Cheng.
You're Jesse Vass on Fracture, right? You're not gonna fall into the pit. So this is just a really close, intense map. I think. I don't know, but that's my suspicion. With these two teams, with their caliber of play, with their age of comps, everything's all square, and with their tournament lives on the line. This is it. It is win, or you are done for the year for these two teams. So tons of pressure, and I can tell you both teams have a lot of experience in these high pressure scenarios where they're in situations where it's a
mental
win
bikin
and
rusak,
done.
rusakin mental. Mukanya dirusakin sekalian.
Fokus ya.
WGS on Slayers, etc. You know, TNL. So, look, none of these players are strangers to these kind of situations.
Kayak ring anjing posisinya.
Very, very great map of Ascent.
Ada rambut, ada jet.
And have fun too. I mean, that's important.
No fun allowed.
Still a game. Frag out. That's what we want to see. I mean, talking about Meteor and how flashy he gets sometimes, but yesterday's performance, it was a really quiet one coming out from God Dead, and that was one of the factors why
Anjing,
was able
udah
to
ada smoke
push
aja tuh.
forward instead of GenG.
Smoke
Meanwhile,
apaan
for
tuh?
RRQ,
Emang selalu gitu dia smoke-nya.
do they still have it left?
Wah, jadi able.
Now watching the off angle, but
the
he's hit
able.
by a
Oh,
different
nice.
set of utility
Aduh.
and flushed out into an open position where King picks
Kikir
him
dia bisa
apart.
kabur,
The rest
anjing.
of the team now just trying to anchor down the site, flips out from defender spawn,
Mau cross
hiding
terus
inside
dia.
of this dark cover. They might not expect him, but 2GE now coming out from market, trying to fire off some
Aduh,
shots.
udah ngedingnya
Legged
itu.
instead, flips, pushing out of
Ini
dark cover,
tempatnya-
gonna get picked up.
tempatnya-
So Pharaoh on his, you know,
Dari kemarin David di situ anjir.
Iya,
too
anjing.
much, so it's all up to 2GE at 20 HP. Swaps over to a Ghost. And of course, he's thinking about how these players could be positioned. Use the cover for
It's okay,
a little bit
it's
of
okay.
extension, but Sylvan and Omen versus Omen, he knows it all too well.
Yeah, it's just a great crunch play here from GenG. It all starts off the back of that paranoia from Sylvan. Catch EJ off balance.
Abotil bukannya udah nggak boleh? Iya
Again,
memang
one of the
dulu
things I'm
bagus,
really
langsung
liking from
kering.
GenG when they're succeeding here, whether it be on Haven or here on Ascent, is that Meteor's willing to eat some of this utility from his teammates to set them up, to gain space, and then you know he'll take a
Sorry.
breach stun. He'll take here in the paranoia to make sure that they get the kill, and he'll get himself in position then to follow up once that you know, stun status or blind status falls off of him. So I really like the way that GenG plays selflessly
Pisau apa
sometimes here,
anjir?
particularly Meteor.
Yeah, throwing themselves at the site, but right now, I mean, look at the rifles that they're buying up, Paper Thin. We don't see this too often. Most times you might want to go for
ketahuan lagi.
but it's Guardians, it's Bulldogs, and they're just waiting for RRQ to push out. Sylvan catching a bit of
langsung
contact,
riak
fall
dia.
back. The rest of the team pushing into B. Oh, but Severo, he sees it all.
He's not spotted.
Calls it clear now, pushes
Oh,
up.
nice banget,
David. Gebukin dulu ini omennya. Gebukin. Aduh, jangan satu-satu, cowok, gebukin.
Nice Bunny.
Wait,
winnable, dapat 2 bulan.
Iya, 3 lawan 3 masih bisa menang ini. Didropin.
Kok nggak diambil bulldognya?
Jatuh ke belakang ya? Ah, 2 side tuh, satu lagi yang nggak ketahuan. Waduh, shock dartnya. Lah,
defense temen anjing.
Itu palanya. Aduh. Bani bunuh jatuh ke belakang jing bulldognya.
GenG manages to stabilize.
What a spin from Meteor there. Goodness. I'd love to see that from his perspective. Because he was not looking anywhere near that alley. Meteor, so good today overall. Nice shot
Tuh.
from Flips.
Kan Bani yang ngajak kan. Kill ini dulu Pit itu.
Turns pretty quick. Great reaction from Meteor. Takes
Kill
extra
ini
down.
dulu Pit itu.
Almost potentially disaster there for GenG, but
Aduh,
they're able to
cepat AD
stabilize
lagi.
and avert it.
Ya tapi dia menjauh, santai.
Buset dah. 0 poin ada.
Nice banget.
Recon ada, boros banget anjir GenG ini. Infonya.
Going for some shots and then repositions with the shrouded step towards the back of hell.
Recon flash 0 point anjay.
How they want to break across this. I mean, using a fragment is something that they can do. Perhaps King with the nanoswarms. But it's always tough because you're always thinking about who else could be positioned around this A site. Flips with a fragment. He's already thrown it, but now just
wah, nice dot bunch. Aduh. Udah ngedodge loh.
Yeah, well, one way to avoid the Odin going burr is to not go to B. Now, smoke gonna come down. 2G gonna be under a ton of pressure here momentarily.
Ya ampun, AJ-nya mati.
Very different.
Cok, masa iya Cok menang bonus mereka. Ya ampun.
King just a little bit quicker. The lurk coming in effective. Down to Elmi Moore and he's just deserted, dropping down. Not do all too much. It's the bonus win.
Busuk anjing.
The attacker side bonus. This is devastating for RRQ. I mean, this is a map that I would have expected that. Yes. This is just shocking. I mean, Sylvan here just
anjing
so nasty
ditebusin.
once he gets that Vandal into his hands. God
AJ mati dah.
for this, and you can hear him. Sylvan immediately is like, nice, let's go. God, that holding the line. That Guardian pick, all it took was that one kill, and that swings the round because Sylvan gets that Vandal.
And that's something that's a little bit weird coming out from RRQ. I mean, you could see, especially from Sylvan's POV in the
Busuk
final moment.
bener dah.
Tawan 3 ya.
One
Dua deh.
by one. It's not quite as controlled or coordinated for RRQ compared to what we saw yesterday. But right now, GenG just dipping their toes in the water again, getting a feel for things, and then
Ayo berusaha, berdua aja Pit, ayo Pit. Pit.
Wah, di drone lagi, mesti maju dong. Wah, lumayan satu.
Lumayan lah.
Lumayan satu.
Ayo guys, saatnya guys, timing ini. Aduh, kena molly ya.
Di molly.
We've seen how sharp he can be before, but so far a little bit
Nice.
quiet. Pop flash, 2G with a pair of
Aduh, woi bunuh tuh Sylvan-nya. Ah,
Oh, dua.
dapat senjata ya? Bisa nih. Ya Allah.
Just hops up on top of lane and takes them down 2 for 2.
Ngantuk gini gue jadi cuy ngeliat ini.
Sometimes he could be that guy. He could be that extinction level event to live up to his name, to just shut rounds down. Just unbelievable flips there. Nice job pushing through some utility.
Aduh, nggak usah ganti ya tuh coy ya.
Apa?
Enggak, dia pakai itu juga sih.
Shutting the door on
Stinger.
the site. not allowing anyone to break through, and now that GenG faithful, the GenG staff, getting fired up.
We need to see more of that still. I mean,
Ejay, OEP mu Ejay.
first map, whenever he has a good day, he compounds it forward. So it's up to RQ to really
Gila berani
cycle
banget
this
si Tes
momentum,
ini
but it's
anjing.
not been good. Right now, they're just switching up positions, playing so far back towards the site.
And they're giving up mid control here, trying to lure them either into short or towards the Killjoy utility to maybe soften them up, let Xpharaoh and Elmi more, and try to cut them down in a crossfire. But immediately, 2G is going to get backed off.
Ngambil dua dia. Emen sama Bimen.
Wah, bisa dimain-mainin dong.
Enggak, ini dia mau TP nih.
I don't
Omenin
mind that dark cover.
Oh enggak ya.
But with EJ on this op, I mean, just trying to watch some of these sidelines. If GenG just bypasses it all the way from defender spawn,
Gangguin B, gangguin A, galau sih rotasinya.
might not be able to expect anything. So it's very crucial that they go in silent,
Bokong lagi
but
si
deadly
King.
with the way that they approach the A site.
Yeah, and it's going to be crucial to make sure that EJ's op can't do any damage. That dark
got
cover
dead.
30 seconds left.
coming through.
Aduh.
Now the
Aduh,
fragment
aduh. Mampus lu meteor anjing. Ya, udah susah, Cok. Aduh, Ejay AWP-nya investasi bodong, jing. Ini dapat dua lagi.
Oh man. And that has got the RRQ fans fired up here.
Aduh, pusing coy, kayak gini coy, nyender dulu coy.
King going for yet another kill here, gonna try to dual flips it.
Kalah gini coy, dibantai coy.
TS can even get there. Unbelievable. A 5-0 start here on the attacker side on Ascent for GenG.
Ejay nggak bunuh lagi.
Dismantling RRQ.
And we're talking
Nah,
about
time out dulu, aman ya.
Itu GenG nobarnya di binus ya, Yor.
Cannot have
Mana
this
gua tahu
happen. Coach Ewok has to be a little bit
Sumpah nih orang tenang banget dah mainnya gila.
Round 6 with the timeout.
Si King nih.
It's been such a swingy affair here today between these two teams. I mean, just one absolute blowout on, the first map for one team. The other team comes back, blows them out on the next. And here so far,
Napas dulu deh, gue capek. Bener cuy.
Absolutely obliterated. I mean, EJ's 0-5.
Napas dulu cuy, 30 detik nih sampai mulai lagi game-nya.
A defending Jet, you've got to find more impact. I mean, you just have to. It's just
Fokus yuk, kasih semangat dulu ya cuy.
on this map are doing most of their damage on the defender side. They're putting up those big numbers, and a lot of times it's because they're getting into that op.
Fokus.
That point of attack, that point of retake.
Ente kayaknya cok, jangan dong. Tetap dukung dong.
RRQ's way so far, and a lot of GenG fans, a lot of
Kasih semangat deh cuy.
supporting them.
Cuy lemes gini cuy, kenapa ya cuy?
Iya anjing, gue jadi lemes gini.
Of course, because that's where Champions is. Champions.
Aduh, Ghost to LA lagi lah. Harusnya Los Angeles. LA banyak.
Lemes gini cuy, gua matiin dulu deh cuy, bentar cuy.
LA banyak.
Kayak Bani cuy.
Peeking outside of certain areas like A main, yes, A short, sometimes out from mid bottom. But today hasn't been able to find that impact yet, perhaps because of such a rocky start.
Look how far back RRQ is playing. They're worried about the no command because they don't want to have to.
Dia kontrol map terus jir mainnya si GenG. Jadi nggak ada rotasi si RRQ-nya.
Nah, RRQ harus main kayak dia anjing kalau mau ini nge-push 3.
Tapi dia belum pakai utility lagi ini. Recon doang baru si TS. Ini kalau ke B, untungnya ke A. Kalau ke B itu nggak bisa nge-smoke anjir si GGE kejauhan.
Tetep aja nih sebenarnya sendiri-sendiri anjing.
Aduh, dicek sih.
Ketahuan denger udah.
Ya Allah. Buta loh 4 orang loh.
GenG relatively still healthy, and now the lockdown in place.
Nice.
Dia sendiri juga, dia sendiri juga.
Udah ngadek.
Finds the first frag.
Pantek aja.
Held up on the other side.
Gak mau diem anjing aja.
They gotta rotate here. I mean, I know there's not a lot of time, but
They're just pressing it anyway.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for it. This is gonna be really difficult.
They're waiting out the
hancur dong.
flips actually.
Rekonnya mantap.
Now the paranoia gets sent through, and with a cloud burst, EJ tries to hold it back.
Ya Allah.
Kiri kanan
The firing squad just shots through.
Mau diem jing.
They're just better. I mean, they're just more accurate. It's everything
Cok.
they can do to try to stop this is RRQ. They've got the right read.
Ini
they've got
bencana,
the
Cok.
right places. Like you were saying, just a little bit of patience here from the
Buset
side
dah.
of GenG. And a little bit of a step out there to gain just enough space, but they double peek out there, and both Sylvan and King are not
Nyanyi
the
apa?
slightest.
Right, it's again force of numbers. And speaking of numbers, paper thin, 6-0. This is amazing for GenG. Meteor wants to push forward with this, and he wants to keep up that
Iko ya,
momentum.
RRQ
He
ya?
wants more blood. Picks up the first. Now tailwind at the ready. Maybe going in for that door push. He's
Wah, kecek lagi.
Spotted Zafiro.
David.
Reposition.
Nice
With
speed.
the stinger now coming through.
Aduh.
Dia buta loh. Tai.
Ayo Ban.
Then flips
Nice,
back
Ban.
with the shadow.
Cakep.
Just in time.
Lawannya Gadet ya, aman ya.
Ready. It's all up to Goddamn
Nice.
with the flash.
Nice.
Nice Bani, nice Ban.
Nah, ini nih round-round yang kayak gini nih.
But is it too little too late?
Mental ini.
Get a thrifty win. It's a nice reset here for RRQ. And now they've got a lot of big ults available. They've got that lockdown. They've got that Hunter's Fury. And this is
Lock, minus 100.
you know, kind of one by one here, finding the timings, finding the angles, and still in high spirits as RRQ. You can hear their
Ban.
comms that they certainly are very much in this. They know they can come back. This is not done by any stretch of the imagination. And hey, their attacker side was really good in overtime.
Sure.
We know that.
I don't mind this. I mean, at this juncture, you just want to keep spirits alive. And RRQ changing things up. This time we've got Elmi more towards the A site with this utility set up. Surely GenG hears this.
Aduh, ngeri banget ini,
They're
anjing.
considering.
Ayo dong, bunuh dong.
If you can win this.
Jay. Sikat Jay. Aduh, Allahu Akbar.
King, just a tiny
Masya
bit of the
Allah.
last second. Takes down EJ, and then now pushes up front. Xfero wants to
Nice.
will be able to
Nice
get it.
banget Pit, trade-nya.
There's that lurk gone. You don't have to worry about it too
Masuk nih,
much
kandang
any
macan nih.
longer. Comes down to how 2G as well as Elmi more anchored
Udah
down
bener
the
itu
site.
udah tinggalin
Yeah, and
nah,
the pings
si
are
Bani
coming
udah
down.
nge-push
As
mid.
soon as that trade came through on the King, they know.
Udah pasti A.
Yeah, if Meteor able to get ahead of it. but-
7i di situ mulu dah.
Oh, Elmi more turns.
Ah, tai.
Oh, the frag
Posisinya jelek banget, Jing.
GE as well. Zafiro now the only
Moli kayu kayak gitu lagi sekarang.
coming in with a bit of a
Ya, ya.
but is it gonna
Atas
be
bawah
enough,
kena.
though? At least we're buying time with the Hunter's Fury.
Aduh,
Aduh.
tai.
Aiban.
Now he sees it.
Ya Allah,
Only
mati
couple
sama
of
Meteor.
Meteor.
Tapi untung mati loh TS-nya.
Zafiro is in for the 1-on-2 situation. It's not going to be easy, but the pings are not too bad. He heard that tailwind,
Ada recon.
but now knows. How do I clear hell? He could be a main. How do I clear generator?
Naik ke atas nggak sih?
So much to think about.
Naik ke atas, Pit.
Recon Vault has refreshed, so we're going to use that for a little bit of cover. Not quite able to find the wall bang, though. He's running
Pit.
out of time, so just goes in.
Ya,
God
ente
dead.
dah.
Pulls him down regardless.
I mean, this is just a classic.
Aduh,
GenG
Iko lagi dong.
You know, the recon dart in a perfect spot to keep Elmi more completely off balance. Meteor able to get up on the generator, get ahead of that paranoia, and step down, finish the job. Big win here on the edge for King. Been absolutely nuts today. Yep, the fragment as well from Goddead, perfectly placed. I mean, that's just...
Dia bisa pas lagi aware-nya si Meteor.
That's all I gotta say is that is how you do it. That's how you draw it up. That's how they want those executes to go. And RRQ knew it was coming. I saw the pings. They were aware, and they still can't stop it.
Yeah, the
Ya Allah,
angle
nggak hancur.
in that moment got completely displaced by GenG's utility as well as firepower.
Aduh, gue udah lemes
The
banget cuy.
paranoia really throws him
Bangsat
in for
lah.
a loop, and Meteor on top of that generator.
Ya dong, AWP-nya bunuh. Jangan jadi
He's coming back in towards
CEO
the
ya.
again. With this pressure, with this scoreline, he's being
CEO,
very
GE.
careful about it. And in all of this time, GenG
Iya 7i mainnya
looking
di
still
situ-situ terus, Jing, bawa hell terus.
and back to B.
Yeah, and they're trying to show a different look here, Quack.
Nah, hancurin lagi Bani anjing dah.
Forward, but the team leaning this direction. They
Mau
left
kayak
Silva
bawa soek
on
lagi.
the A side to
Ada
watch
bolongan.
the this time. But the information should be pretty good here for RRQ, especially with that knife not connecting. And now
Aduh,
with this
kok B lagi
execute, definitely
cok.
know it's B.
Oh,
Nice recon Pit, nice recon Pit.
Pharaoh
Nice recon Pit.
strikes down onto Meteor.
Chill. Masih ada backside 2 jangan maju.
Got market as well.
Udah nahan aja. Backshot 2, belum masuk side, belum ada plan. Nanti dia malah rotate ke CT, Cok. Jay, mati gue tinju lu Jay ya.
Aduh.
Belum benar. Kalau lu mati lu.
Mereka juga bingung sih mau kemana anjing.
Iya, Jim kontot. Ah, Bimen 1. Tahan, bertahan, backshot bertahan.
Nice.
Cakep. Sikat, cakep. Boh. Let's go RRQ. Itu dia, Cok.
Bahkan enggak, Cok udah diem. Ini menang nih.
GenG is left to try to scramble and come up with a plan B, and it's just not quite there. You know, TS being stuck at the switch also means that if that lockdown comes through, he's not in a position where he can Hunter's Fury. So they're trying to figure out how they could break this open. Eventually, they just try to run at it, both, and 2GE was having none of it. And that was a huge round for him, a huge round for RRQ. That's only 2. And at best, they can only make this a 7-5 in this half.
Still, you want to get whatever you.
Ayo, hajar terus midnya nggak apa-apa selagi berhasil. Nggak ada turret, Woi, nggak ada turret, woi. Harusnya komit ini. No turret. Nah, udah. Ayo ke A ini. Ayo.
Dapat B-nya sih. Bani dapat B-nya sih.
Iya, ini udah pasti. Aduh, kena lagi. Aduh, HG kena attack lagi. Ya, lah, guys,
ngapain?
Belum kelar, guys. Aduh. Jadi kena detain. Kirain udah kelar. Nice. Aduh, flash najis nih. Gadet, banyakin tuh sumbat ya. Mata lu aja sumbat babi. Nice. Aduh. Ayo, S. Gak apa-apa, yang penting menang roundnya.
Nice. Udah mulai pusing, Jok.
Good patience, good awareness here from RRQ, able to wait out these big ultimates from GenG. Kind of what we saw previously after their timeout, where they played back. They kind of were expecting these big hits. Yeah, Elmi Moore's on site and he's in a little bit of an odd spot, but that's okay. You know, it's still.
Ini dia, Cok, udah time out ya.
They're expecting Meteor to push up into heaven here, and you know they're fully aware that those Jets have been having some success getting up into heaven and ruining some rounds for the.
Give me your out.
In the Pacific LCQ, so good awareness. And RRQ starting to get a little momentum, starting to get a little bit of steam. You know, now they just shut out a couple big ultimates, so who knows? Maybe they can make this a 7-5.
And if it would be a 7-5, it's not too bad. Again, you talked about their attacking side, Paper Thin, and yesterday that was a sight to behold against Zeta Division in that crazy 40-round overtime. But still, there are a lot of GenG fans in this stadium right now, and they're all rooting.
Tinggal full focus doang ini dah.
For GenG
Dapat 2 lagi aja roundnya. Enak ini.
Right now, this timeout being called, I mean, clearly there are some things that need to be fixed with this attacking push because RRQ's defense, they're switching around positions so much.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Level 5 bikin asam lambung naik.
Ya, jimat mereka hilang. Iya tadi 6-0 berapa kosong, Sok. Makanya gue hilangin, Sok.
VS. Yuk butain yuk. Yuk flashnya yuk. Yang bener Ban flashnya. Aduh,
anjing.
Just tucked away in the corner. EJ not expecting it. Flips now just trying to watch some of this.
Bani nggak lihat lagi ada drone.
Drone, not quite. But this is big information for GenG.
Nah, kebuang 3.
Ya Allah, dia
beli anjing ternyata.
Beli kan itu drop tadi kan. Mati kan sih itu. Iya nggak sih?
Oh iya, bener. IJ-nya mati ya.
Apa dia beli ya?
Ya, IJ mati kayaknya.
Combo. Flips now gonna slide over towards Tree with that op. Meanwhile, GenG spreading the map, trying to get info. Trying to piece together exactly what this defense looks like before they make their hit. Maybe a little bit of a fake.
Nggak ketahuan ini. Orang di wine. Ya Allah. Kok nggak bisa ketahuan?
Si Bani kan tadi di chat ya, Cok.
Enggak, itu orang MN-nya.
Iya, kayak si HG-nya main di ini soalnya, main di short, nggak liatin.
Terus si Bani ngapain anjing?
Ya nggak tahu lah.
There's the lockdown, but King's just all the way on the other side of B, and he's like, this is
Tuh,
over.
3 lawan 4, Cok. Ayo Pit, bunuh Pit.
Aduh,
Aduh.
dia bisa ngeceknya kayak gitu nggak
Only bit of movement, but 2G fires
anjing.
back. Still though, they're at a slight disadvantage. The timing is good for GenG, and the door being shut as
Hancurin,
well.
tunggu smoke 3 detik, 2 detik,
Might
smoke
have
B-man.
one dark cover propped back up, but other than
Oh,
that,
smoke
LB
back set.
nothing left. So this comes down to just pure gunplay. Meanwhile, Goddess got one flashpoint left. Meteor with the blades too.
Oh, B-man mau dicek aja ya.
Oh, look at how they're holding this.
So challenging for RRQ, man.
Can't wallbang. King is in an unorthodox spot. And then Goddet just up around the boxes, watching lane. Ooh,
Aduh, najis banget dah
instant
posisinya.
contact. And then King just forcing 2GE to kneel.
Gini cuy.
Iya, jadi
This is a
lemes
great
lagi.
scramble play from GenG. Again, some of those things we're looking for in their gameplay that they can improve on. And this
Mata
round,
udah ngantuk lagi
Silver
ya.
here gonna find this
Iya,
pick
cuy.
onto the op, and then him and Goddead are gonna try to make a go of the A side to see if they can break that open. But
Dia bisa mirip kayak gitu loh. Gak jelas tai.
But then immediately there's no hesitation, they turn tail. Even before
Buset,
the lockdown
lagi
is
lancang
complete,
kanan
they're
kah?
already out. They're done with that A site.
And that was the whole
Oh,
gameplay.
PBB anjir.
I mean, off at the
Lancang kanan.
tell that they're trying to pull off some of these tendencies from RQ from the Haven map, where as long as we make a little bit of noise, RQ might toss in a bit of utility. to
Woi,
stall.
titipan nih. Jangan aduh, busuk mati.
Aduh, busuk banget.
Right now, EJ.
Nonton kayak bikin lemas sampai biji anjing. Iya cuk, Bang Ahmad bener. Thank you Bang Ahmad.
Titipan mati lagi si titipan.
There is no other way to describe that. That is taking a big gamble with that operator to not have any cover.
Not ready
Just
yet.
hope that you can completely confuse GenG there. And it doesn't pay off. Good diligence from Sylvan. Kind of maybe expecting that given that space they might try something like that.
Rapar.
Just going
Ah.
for some swings.
Kejar!
Formation, RRQ
Di kiri, bareng.
Anjing.
Allahu
masih
Akbar.
Paired. Angles being watched.
Mantap, Ban.
Towards the back of sight. Lips just trying to play
Aduh,
around it, but
tetep
Meteor
aja
instantly
cuma
here
dapat
for the
satu.
trade. 2GE, what do you have left in the tank? It's the last round of the first half.
Ah,
We've
mati
got
sama
4
TS
players
dong.
to work
Mati sama
against. It
TS.
could have been an ace clutch, but TS out from behind. GenG.
Wah, jadi ngantuk
IJ
cuy.
nggak denger
Player
omongan
around the
loncat
map
lu.
like it's a toy.
Itu
Itu
alasannya biar lu nggak kedengeran.
Iya, silent jam itu.
More attacking side for GenG.
Emang
What else to say about it?
risky itu.
Anticipating the pressure on both sides of the map. TS even just lurking through to find the final kill, making sure that 2GE has no chance of any kind
Benar,
of
Wak. Perlu gua nih kayaknya.
getting that clutch.
Aduh, menang pistol dong. Aduh, mata udah mau merem, Cok.
Be close. We'll see. Maybe their attacker side is also
Ntar,
just
cuy.
good. That
1
happens
menit.
sometimes, where it's just one of those days. The
Buang
makeup
sampah
of
dulu
these two
ya.
teams, where their attacker side are just both really, really good. So, but Meteor, he is. I mean, on these maps, Haven and Ascent has been absolutely so impactful.
I mean, that's the thing. You're talking about the attacker side and the strong start coming out from some of these teams. And for GenG, it always happens at the back of Meteor. I mean, when he pops off, when he gets his momentum to go in onto sites and have his way with it, remember how he updrafted and dashed onto the top of Generator on 8. He gets to do so much, drops down into position right behind enemy lines, and players like 2GE or Elmi Moore, sometimes they just don't expect it. Meanwhile, on the other hand, for RRQ, EJ hasn't really had his time yet.
At least
He's
iya
been
dah
trying to
IGL-nya.
make some things happen with the operator.
Ikat,
Elmi
Wak.
Moore as well on some anchoring moments, but they keep on getting shut down. They keep getting forced to disperse away, and it just hurts. They're
GenG sama
being
T1 bisa ketemu mana
pulled
T1?
back and forth all over the map.
I'm not
Yang
sure.
tim
I
Indo cuma
understand
RRQ,
the
yes.
being lotion thing. I'm not actually sure if there's a word for that in Korean that I'm not thinking of.
Bang, menurut lo RRQ kurang apa bang?
Is there a word
Nggak
for
tahu
soap?
bang.
No, soap is.
Bingung juga.
Kurang
Ada
a-
buru
That
satu.
one is- There must be some.
Kurang ada ior.
I'm just totally unaware.
Terus cuy.
Ya, Cok, ngantuk gua sumpah jujur gua ngantuk gua kayak gini kayak lemes gitu loh. Kayak nggak ada tenaga untuk mensupport coy. Kok kayak gini coy.
Ada bunuhnya satu anjing.
Udah lihat pohon aja tuh Goddead anjing. Nyari tisu tuh kayaknya di. Aduh. Oh di check midnya. Untung aja nggak jadi mid ke A. Udah gas. Feeling gua retake cepat dah ini. Hancurin. Buset dah. Ada flash omen ya? Oh, beli flash lagi dia. Smoke. Dari Heaven 4 nih. Smoke Amen. Deketin. Yes. Nice. Ya Allah. Cok, kok dia bisa tiba-tiba ngenembak si Bani sih? Recon. Chill. Ada recon. Chill pit. Nice pit, udah naik pit. Nice pit. Lawan lu Goddead tuh, sumbat hidungnya satu lagi pakai tisu ya pit ya. Allahu Akbar.
Dia juga setengah HP sih.
Kena recon ya si Bani ya, kok tiba-tiba ditembak sih?
Gak tahu sih.
Apa ada Bani bikin suara ya?
Gak mungkin, Cok.
Tuh tiba-tiba ditembak jing.
Oh, Bani bunuh duluan anjir.
Oh, bunuh duluan ya Bani ya?
Iya.
Tapi nggak damage duluan, Bani ngebunuh duluan, tapi Bani ditembak duluan, ngerti gak sih, Yor? Makanya dibalas tembak, tapi Bani untungnya dapet. Emang kenapa dia tiba-tiba? Duh, Rush B lagi. Rush B force buy dah ini. Pilihan terakhir, Cok. Nggak ada yang kena lagi. Ya Allah, astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Nanti gua kasih tahu deh cara updraft dash yang bener deh. Kok kayak gini ceritanya coy. Back to prime kah? Waduh, off angle Aaron. Nice. Deketin, bantuin. Nice, 7. Bantuin, sampain.
Dia pasti nunggu.
Cosplay ini kah? Cosplay apa? Titipan kah? Cosplay titipan. Cover please. Nice. Masih ada harapan coy, masih bisa coy. Menang. Walaupun nggak menang pistol, yang penting menang force ya.
Menang ini bonus. Wah, kalau bonus menang GG, Cok. Let's go.
Ya. Allahu Akbar, bisa updraft this mengsong gitu coy. Anjing enak banget tuh orang nembak. Maskaratin. Lah, Lohe mana? Iya anjir, EJ babit lu Jay ya. Sikat Jay. Nice Jay.
Ngapain lu kocak?
Nice Jay. Ayo pakai drone aja biar rapi dong. Nah, chill. Santai. Tutup pintu. Awas ada yang nakal. Mantap. Nice speed. Where Heaven? Allahu Akbar, Bani benar-benar kena lagi sama meteor, Cok. Astaga, pusing pala gua anjing. Lagi-lagi loh, abangnya Tenten loh.
Really, he's only got a chance against EJ, and even then, that's wishful thinking for sure. So maybe just.
Ya, Gil baru nyala lampunya. Apa mati lampu? Enggak, dia bilang mati lampu, Cok. Udah nyala, apa dia baru bangun terus mati lampu? Nggak ngerti dah tuh. Baru balas ya. Nice. 5. Masih bisa coy. Sebelum GenG 13 masih aman coy. Sebelum kelar game masih aman. Ya, pelan-pelan tapi pasti.
Kalau tracker udah di badan Bani kena bunuh.
They need to force it to, you know, an even score or perhaps
udah dua,
an overtime. A single mistake, 2
nggak tahu sih.
rounds.
Baru
GenG
2 round.
secures theirs.
Exactly. It's a lot to do here for RRQ, but you know we saw 6 rounds in a row to start on the attacker side for GenG, so maybe even though they lost the pistol, maybe they
Ambil cepat A lagi kah? Apa split nih? Split kayaknya.
Karena udah nggak zaman taro ini ya.
Rambut di mid.
Rambut di mid ya. Tai
Ya.
kayak jarang banget gue lihat anjing.
Iya.
No big ults to speak of just yet, so they have to get it done with the guns and the utility.
Oh iya, split A. Recon Garden.
Aduh, dia
Di
masuk.
flash.
Aduh, cowok.
Oh iya, si Sylviannya nggak bisa buta di situ.
Just keeping them firmly rooted down. RRQ not quite able
Tapi
to push past.
tapi mestinya pakai Recon yang ini dah. Yang bisa ngeklirin.
Yang di atas.
Iya, kayak salah deh Reconnya. Itu yang jalanan yang si Sylvanta tuh
yang garden dah.
Garden ya, jelek jing. Harus pakai Recon yang clearing short. Soalnya kan Gardennya juga di flash yor. Ya sih yor. Kalau emang
Nggak jadi kayak gitu.
Santai. Yakin belum. Ayo 7 yuk bisa yuk. Santai. Oh! Masih ada harapan coy, 7i coy.
Dia tolol lu.
Banyak itu sumbat tuh hidung ya pakai tisu. Kalau bisa pakai kerikil tuh, Jim kontot. Kena dong, Reconnya kena yor, cuma kecepatan. Kena. Reconnya ada kuning tadi. Toge cok. Sabar. Udah mantap. Jangan lu sumbat pakai sukro anjir, kacang makanan kocak itu. Kenapa sumbat pakai makanan?
Not quite being able to react in time. GenG starting to lose their grip for just a second. They've got some sheriffs now.
Jangan ngepick dulu, guys. Turret konteks sikat, guys. Bentar lagi ya. Guys. Allahu Akbar. Cabut, guys. Udah, cabut.
Lagi nggak bener mainnya.
Lo lagi nggak fokus lo, guys. Udah nggak bener itu, guys. Tembakan bergetar gitu, coy. Kena ini, guys. Getar-getar manja, coy. Oke. Chill dulu. Tinggalin satu. Halo, Kevin. Bareng. Nggak mungkin dong bunuh kayak gitu pakai serif. Di flash, cakep. Bareng. Anjing. Bisa balik lagi ya sih? Aduh, shotnya udah diisi tapi buset ada delaynya. Ya Allah. Hage kena. Please jangan thrifty ya Allah, please.
Ya ampun. Aduh.
Hey. And with 2GE trying to force his way through, he gets cut up by Meteor.
Great patience here.
Kenapa roundnya begitu aja?
And that's going to force the timeout. Certainly warranted. No more room.
Astaga. Cok, roundnya susah-susah ya dimenangin.
You have 1 round that you can forfeit. You have to get 6 of your own. 7 of your own.
Lu bang, kayak lu bail. Kenceng lu ya. Bail. Itu ini coy, yang lu pada tau nggak yang di Solen Soccer yang kiper yang rambutnya itu. Tahu kan ya? Yang palanya ada bulat-bulat. Itu cok, coachnya GenG pensiun.
Along with that transition from RRQ, haven't tossed that much.
Solid. Pesenin tiket pesawat aja langsung babi lu ya, Waya. Iya serius. Itu orangnya, bukan lah iya itu emang orangnya kocak. Si Bail.
Aduh, Bail.
They were ready to receive them with open arms. They weren't blinded at all.
No, yeah, exactly. great awareness here, great adaptations today from GenG. And again, I think so much of this goes back to just their communication when it's on point, when everybody's working together. Things go much better. I mean, that's very basic to say, but it truly has been a point of problems. And here's the flash and dash now. Meteor's turn to try and get this done, but
Beneran.
not gonna let it be easy at all.
Ya Allah, spike lagi.
Temennya itu Severo.
Oh, dia nungguin buta. Dia nungguin B-man juga. Banyakin maju lo. Bani lagi.
Ayo ban, bisa ban.
Sabar guys. Buset, ada perang. Oh, ada ulti, biarin aja. Ada.
Bilang dari tadi Kenton.
Ada ulti toge. Clearin side A-nya dulu, cuy.
Udah ketahuan.
Bill, oke, cakep. Check angle ya. Awas recon. Ready recon, manis. Recon. Nah, cakep. Plan, jagain. Oke. Aduh, ada ulti sih.
Ada ulti lagi dah.
Segala ada ulti lagi.
Ada aja dah. Kentut.
Tuh.
Ayo Gade tolol nih, mati nih pasti nih.
Iya, mati nih. Nice. Tuh, nice. TP dulu, cakep. Ya. Langsung. Ayo. Satu orang sekarat banget nih. Bani.
Oke,
Ban. Buktiin kalau Eggman adalah superhero, Bang. Allahu Akbar.
Apa salahnya sih kayak jiggle gitu.
Jiggle dulu, Bani nggak ngerti cara main lu. Tolol. Tapi dia satu hit juga sih. Kalau jam jiggle takutnya pusing sih posisi ya.
Dia udah tahu low, Cok. Pasti dia ini, Cok. Dia pasti badan anjing.
Allahu Akbar.
Lo masih gini, Cok. Jadinya, Cok.
Tuh pengen off stream gue, Cok.
Not quite being able to push over the edge. GenG again, the team in the regular season that beat RRQ.
Giliran gak ada orang bener tuh dia siap babi. Bener-bener titipan, Cok.
RRQ, they want to hold it down.
Double ops or no, just single op, excuse me.
Cuy, retake cuy 555. Oh, David ada ulti. Pit mau pakai. Oh, nice.
Nice banget.
4 lawan 5 ya. 4 lawan 5 ya. Jangan aneh-aneh. 4 lawan 5. 4 lawan 2 aja kalah. Aduh, di.
Nice. Tiga lawan 1.
Oke lah.
Budir sih.
Nggak mungkin. Banyakin tuh tim kill ya, TS babi lu. Oke cuy, masih bisa cuy. 5 round masih bisa lah. Bisa. Anjing si Kingnya jago banget lagi, babi. Banyakin tusuk dat teman. Kata dia. Langsung keluar muka kuda si Ganta tanggal.
Nice. Dong bisa dong. One per round, Cok.
Wah, Ras B lagi dong. Ya,
sakit banget lagi anjing.
Pit, itu kan di shockdar Pit. Kenapa lu buang drone Pit? Cium tuh turret. Nice TS ya. Sering-sering ya TS. Kalau bisa setiap round kayak gitu.
Aduh, ada King, Cok.
Ada King Kong. Waduh, flashnya bagus. Beda ya sama yang kemarin ya.
Iya.
Aduh. Allahu Akbar ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Aduh.
What a day here for GenG. What a wild series between these two teams. A back and forth. We go to the third map. But it is once again GenG in firm control here on our final map. Started strong, they finished
Oh,
strong.
bangsat,
Sure,
Cok.
Lotus, definitely not what you
Nggak bener
wanted. If you're a GenG fan,
Lihat ini yuk, lihat Twitter yuk.
showing
Ya,
why he is such a valuable
Apa?
player
Lihat
right
Twitter.
now. Everybody in the
Twitter
world
mana?
talks about
Lihat
this
aja,
guy, one of the best
kali aja ada yang
exciting,
di tag.
and that round right there, quintessential king gets ahead at
Lihat
EJ
di Bani ya,
alone.
Bani ya.
There's a flash from Goddad to set him up as
Gimana
well.
caranya lihat Bani?
Onto the stairs, absolutely
Di tag
brilliant.
ya Bani. Gimana sih cara lihat aja?
What a performance
Nggak
here.
tahu sih.
Meteor having a wonderful day. Yes. Just everything
Ini
clicking.
review dulu komennya. Ah, ini berisik nih kok.
Anjing, Cok.
Flip Jeder should watch anime right now. Kek. Wah, astagfirullah udah mulai nih, cuy.
Di Bape, Cok. GG,
Too
Cok.
easy sleep noobs. Wah, GG cuy, ini terlalu.
Di mana? Di mana, Cok?
Tweet. Don't clear RRQ. Waduh.
Apa nih?
Why. Wah,
Gua mau
udah.
liatin Jepang, Cok. Gua mau liatin Jepang, Cok.
Iya. Gencana. Apalagi nih? RRQ 10-10. Wah, mulai nih. Genji filter.
Nothing can stop the King's man, no matter. Jujutsu Kaisen, take the course. I think I can sleep well today. Thank you, GenG. Flip the Darways. Since I want the best as you.
Japanese anime is good. Waduh.
Justice.
Coba lihat. Coba lihat. Meteor tos-tosan sama Bani. Wah, ditinju, jing. Jidat Bani dipegang sama Meteor, Cok. Bunuh dia, kata dia.
Don't stop cry. Everyone in is so
Go
cool.
talk to your anime.
Oh, GG,
Anjing.
Cok.
Wah, kacau. Don't cry, Flip. Wah, GG, Cok. Wah, ini nggak kuat nih gue ngeliat.
Ah, udahlah, nggak bener guys. Udah nggak bener, Cok.
Wah, anjing nih bahaya,
Cok,
Cok.
udah nggak bener, Cok.
Don't cry, Eggman. Tuh, komennya. Go your home. Woi, apa? Apa anjing? Apa nih tolong. Don't cry, Flip. Enggak, masalahnya Flip. Si Bani yang
Di mana,
dibacotin
Cok?
di komen tweets anjing dari tadi.
Enggak, di Twitter banyak.
Mana di Twitter? Aduh.
Aduh, GG, Cok.
Bani kita gimana, cuy? Aduh,
Langsung, cuy.
langsung cuy kayaknya Bani, cuy. Masuk dominatus sudah, cuy. Bikin elek bosa lagi, cuy. Bani bikin elek bosa lagi, cuy. Mana, Yor?
Mana? Kenapa jadi lah?
Mana Twitter? Di komen.
Ya nggak tahu makanya, Cok.
Aduh, ada nggak ya yang komen, cuy? Yang lihat, cuy. Itu fans EVOS Bang Kaco, jangan terkecoh. Oke, Mamat. Kenapa jadi EVOS, jing?
Udahlah guys, off dulu lah, kentot.
We are Japanese.
Langsung ini.
Mana?
The end of the road of RRQ.
Gimana?
Gak tahu.
Woi. Oh ya, search-nya Flip Jeder. Oke, benar.
Search-nya apa?
Hashtag
Oh,
Flip
iya.
Jeder ya. Flip.
Aduh, Cok, ini kenapa bahasa kayak gini, Cok? The club shooter we wanted to see is here. Are you watching? Nice meteor. Flip the there. Tomorrow I'm going you to shoot a corpse. I never thought it would
Ini siapa,
become true. Apaan sih?
Oh, ini coy. Nih.
Mana cuy?
Nih seru nih kayaknya, cuy.
Angry Meteor, I'm sorry for my brother, but you're
Meteor
the
marah
same
ke
guy,
Flip Jeder itu salah kakakku tapi kok pernah. Wah, apa sih bahasanya? Kenapa begini buat jing? Gue salah mengatakan bahwa
Wah, GG, Cok.
bahasanya lucu banget anjing. Tolong segera kembali ke kesejahteraan Tenten. Wah. Anjing bahasanya ini lucu banget anjing.
RRQ by Buds of Clowns Humble Easy by. Apaan?
Angry Meteor
RRQ Sofa, you are so
but you are a
easy.
carpenter.
Welcome home from LCK finally.
Oh, ini cuma ini doang, Cok.
Cok, kenapa play diginiin, Cok? What the
Menurut
fuck?
dia doang ini. Ini.
Wah,
Cok,
GG, Cok.
isinya
Udah lah, Cok.
isinya meteor ini, Cok. Meteor flip jeda di Twitter, jing.
Tiap year watch party kalau mulu RRQ kemarin year nobar di bioskop
Oh iya, emang iya.
Ini year asi muke lu teh kuda.
Gimana caranya, Muhammad? Bisa langsung diklik kanan aja?
Apaan sih, Cok? Ya Allah.
Oh, bisa ya?
Diginiin, Cok, orang, Cok.
Oh iya bisa, tolol anjing Muhammad manja. Dari tadi lo ngomong bangke lu ya. Ayo
Oh, udah gak bener, cuy. Udah lah, off dulu guys ya. Thank you udah nonton.
Kenapa
Thank
baru
you udah
kebalik
subscribe, thank you
anjing?
like. Saatnya untuk go off, guys. See
Wih,
you.
ada yang update nih, cuy.
Apa, Cok? Apa, Cok?
Ini
Apa,
sama
Cok?
orang ini nih ada flip jedernya. Wih, mana Inggrisnya, jing?
Mana, Cok? Kontil. Lu jangan tipu gua mulu.
Ah, kok nggak ke-translate sih? What the fuck? Gigi, Cok. Busuk aja. Oh, ini Zeta.
Cok, duluan, Cok.
Apa kemana lu?
Sabar, gua mau rebahan capek, Cok.
What the
Lemes, Cok.
fuck, noob anjing. Ah, sumpah banyak banget anjing. Flip jeder. Oh, ini mendukung nih kayaknya. Soalnya still kata dia. Anjing banyak banget anjing isinya. Welcome RRQ Monkey. Gue setuju sih kalau ada monyet sih, sumpah. Monyet masuk RRQ setuju gak? Mana lagi, Cok?
Masanya monyet mau dilepas nggak nih sama GE?
Iya sih, bener. Wah, anjing. Apa nih? Wah, diketawain terus dikasih. Tapi kenapa jempolnya warna kurang terang gitu, cuy? Maksudnya apa, cuy? Wah, nggak bener nih. Kenapa jempolnya kurang terang gitu? Hah? Ah, GG, cuy. Ini, cuy. Ini bencana, cuy. Lihat yang terbaru tuh gimana sih? Oh, yang ini ya. Ini. Wah, wih, ini banyak banget anjing. Klik dulu. Hosokawa Takashi respect you, don't do that hairstyle again. Hah? Maksudnya apa? Emang kalau palanya mau gitu, mau gimana, jing? Kenapa lu ini? Lemau. Wah, udah mulai lemau, udah diserang. Ini Jepang kenapa jancok lah? Every time I show up, I get knocked down by meteor. Tuh, langsung kena. Coba. You troll easy game. Cok, ini banyak banget yang ngujat. Bani, Cok. Isinya flip jeder semua, jing. Wah, anjing kasihan banget. Congress on ada orang kalah di kongresin. Babi itu namanya ya. Meteor body shooting flip jeder in heaven. I love your brother. Wah, babi orang kalah di kongresin gimana? Oh, ente. Wajar ini. GG's bro, you guys much watching anime. Wah. Enggak, ini enggak ada ngaruhnya ke tim RRQ atau player atau manajemen staff yang lain sih sebenarnya. Nggak ngaruh, cuy. Kenapa dia tag ini? Kan Bani doang. See you in itu sniper lemah. What the fuck? Bangsat banget anjing. Aduh. Itu replay enggak replaynya lucu-lucu semua jing. Kenapa sih? Oh, gara-gara ini. Cok udah nggak ada lagi, Cok. Mana? Oh, fuck gigi. Goodbye. Terima gaptek. Mana? Jadi kita buka apa nih sekarang? Itu komen di postingan RRQ. Jadi kita buka postingan RRQ sekarang. Gimana nih? Most overrated team in LCK. What the fuck? Ngetik yang bener lu SNG. Gapek apaan anjing? Muka lu kayak. Oh, udah nggak ada lagi cuy. Mana latest babi lu pada ya. Berarti buka RRQ-nya emang. Di sininya nih. Kenapa langsung diserbu, Cok? Ini apa lagi nih? Gojo Satoru. Ini Gojo Satoru, cuy. Ini siapa, cuy? Kakashi, mirip Kakashi, Cok. Whatever, let's go, hashtag Indo. Pasti banyak yang pengen RRQ 5 Indo, Cok, pasti. Anjing nih banyak banget anjing yang komen. Beres Philip. RRQ monyet gak coba ngaco. Oke sih. Udah nggak bisa gue cuy. Monyet sih kenapa nggak diambil awalnya? Mungkin ya karena buyout mungkin. Dulu kan monyet di Onyx kan, mungkin karena buyout ya. Tapi GE mau itu. Ngambil player itu nggak segampang itu, Cok. Apalagi masih di under organisasi. Nego-negonya harus pas soalnya. Mungkin bisa jadi juga monyet gagal trial ya. Mungkin kalah saing dengan Ejay atau Kelly S waktu itu. Ya mungkin itu. Salah satunya juga itu bisa jadi. Udah cuy, nggak ada lagi cuy, nggak seru cuy. Like dulu cuy, ente lah buat RRQ cuy. Tuh sayang banget, Cok. RRQ cewek menang. Ada lagi, Cok. Udahlah. Kita manja ya cuy ya. Thank you ya udah nemenin ini ya. Watch party walaupun aduh. Nastre lah buat RRQ. Salah satu perwakilan tim Indo juga kan di franchise League Pacific. Mau gimana lagi cuy? Bukan rezeki. Mungkin harus ada pembenahan di tim. Oke. Gue mau istirahat dulu. Sedih gue. Gak ada yang donate. Gak ada yang kasih jajan cuy. Maaf semua ya. Dah, coba. Thank you semuanya. See you next stream ya. Bye bye.